following is a production of Watlington Shires and Pierce Productions. Welcome to the Wright Chrysler Dodge Ram pregame show. Just like the big game, you have to be prepared. And the same holds true when it comes to buying your next vehicle. So be prepared by going to WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com. That way you're ready to go when you hit the lot. Now it's time for us to get you ready for the big game. The Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram pregame show starts now.
Good evening, Rough Rider fans. Welcome back to YouTube with NetSN Live. Tonight, your riders march into the Death Star, light up their sabers, and throw down a challenge to Darth Vader himself. Hello, everyone. It's Chris Watlington here. Tonight, to my right, it's the brilliant courtroom magistrate and press box virtuoso, the counselor, Stephen Shires. Counselor, here we go. Another time with the Bulldogs.
That's right. Just remember, the Death Star gets destroyed.
At some point.
Twice.
It's going to happen. Maybe one day. Well, one thing we know for sure. Center success comes when we follow our core principles. They call them the pillars. And Carthage has earned their bully status by never losing, especially not at home. So how do you do it? Stay true to yourself and your own principles. Where did I hear that? Coach Meeks.
You know, tonight's a big test to our pillar, trusting the process, play the next play. Great things are going to happen for us tonight. Some not so good things are going to happen. We've got to move on past that and play the next play and make them play 4 quarters tonight.
One thing we know for sure, over the next 25 minutes, we're going to learn a lot about tonight's matchup. We'll talk to Rick Meeks again, visit with cheerleader. I believe that is going to be Melody Kahn. And then we'll take you to the center motor neutral zone to meet seniors Jacaden Rogers and Brandon Barnes.
Wow, 2 neutral zones for the price of one.
That's right.
And folks, it's all that and lots more. There's a lot to do before 7:30. Yep. Welcome, everyone. It's the Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show here on YouTube with the Northeast Texas Sports Network, better known as NetSN.
All right.
It's been going on since the 1930s, the Rough Riders and the Bulldogs. Tonight, it comes to you live from Carthage, Texas. We'll get you ready next.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. Then come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to see why Blake Furniture is the top furniture company in East Texas. Get the lowest prices and discover our easy in-store financing and low payment plans. Plus, get the fastest delivery in East Texas. Get your credit pre-approved online at blakefurniture.com today.
All right, gang, it's time in the Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show for the counselor's pregame brief. What's on your mind in the Rough Rider world tonight?
Well, we've had the Center Motor Company Player of the Game and the DQ Play of the Game and all these things. Well, I have finally instituted my thing.
Yes, go ahead.
I mean, I feel like John Madden on Thanksgiving. Well, we got it. We got, for the best offensive lineman performance of the night, we're going to have the Diamond B pancake eating contest. It's all you can eat at Diamond B's. Pancakes for the winner of the offensive line, the best offensive line, the most pancake blocks. We're going to get that. So with that, we'll hear from Diamond B's here in just a moment, but we're also going to do our Hope medical injury report. And I believe the riders are, with their week off, have rested up and should be pretty healthy. So with that, folks, that's our injury report and my pregame brief. So we'll hear from Hope Medical along with Diamond B's.
Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with the primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading deep East Texas care provider, recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith, focused on family. One of my favorite memories is waking up on Sunday morning at Grandma's house to the smell of breakfast. Now, Diamond B Cafe's not quite Grandma's house, but it's pretty darn close. Now, it may take an extra minute to get the food to the table, but quality takes time. Diamond B Cafe on the corner of Timpson and Tenahawk in Center. If you're in a hurry and need a quick pick-me-up, stop by Diamond B Coffee, 500 Hurst Street, serving specialty coffees, breakfast, lunch, and sweets. Sparky D's Bargain Store. Who are we? We're an online auction store on Facebook. Find our page on Facebook. There you'll find a post for our weekly auction. If you find an item you like, place your bid and you could be a big winner and save yourself lots of money. We're on Facebook only for our weekly auctions. We're located in Center, Texas. Check us out on Facebook. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store, where we will save you more.
All right, folks, welcome back. It's the Wright Chrysler pregame show here live on NetSN. I'll add one thing on the pancake breakfast. It's going to be 9 o'clock tomorrow morning at Diamond B's on the corner of Tenahawk and Timpson Street. The offensive lineman of who we vote to have the best game will get an all-he-can-eat pancakes and a side of bacon. Everybody else, come on out and get some great breakfast. We had a great breakfast there this morning. So, anyway, that's it for that. We'll now go to the Coach Talk, brought to you by JBA Financial, where Chris Wallington sat down with Coach Meeks to talk about this game against Carthage.
Well, Coach, it's rivalry week, it's Carthage week, and you've had a week off. How has that kind of helped you get ready with this bye week?
It's been good. We were able to get some kids rested up and healed up, and so it's always a good time in the season, wherever it falls, to have that time to get your kids back going and back rested, and worked out good for us because of the Poultry Festival. We have so many kids that are involved with it, so it's nice not having to worry about how are you going to manage them there and then try to get them back for a game. So worked out really well. I'm glad we're back into a routine this week, though, back getting ready for a game.
A thumbnail sketch of the Bulldogs.
They're just extremely talented. I mean, they've got really good players. They're really good at what they do. They do not make many mistakes. They're going to force you to play a perfect game, and and hats off to them to develop into that over the course of the last 17 years that Scott's been there. So that's going to be them into a nutshell, and you got to play really well to beat them.
If there's one thing that's not secret that you guys really have to do, I mean, if priority number one,
we've got to be very physical. I think that's kind of a common thing with them. If we can show up and go be physical with them and make them play 4 quarters, then I think we'll have an opportunity to be in the game late in the second half and have an opportunity to potentially be where we want to be. If we do not show up and play physical and match the speed, then we're going to be in a bind from the jump.
All right, Coach, look forward to it.
Thank you.
All right, folks, that's our Coach Talk, brought to you by JBA Financial. We're here from JBA Financial along with a couple of other sponsors, along with Wright Chrysler. And we come back, it'll be the Gaddy's Medical Cheerleader Spotlight. It was Chris Wallington. We'll have an interview with our cheerleader.
JBA Financial Services brings you Coach Talk, and there's a reason for that. John Black knows that when you're preparing for an important game, you need a plan. And they'd like to be a part of the details, the X's and O's of that plan. He's put together a good team, a coaching staff that would help you and your family get where they want to go. At JBA Financial Services, they're working to secure your family's future. Everybody in Shelby County knows that if you have something made of glass, you take it to Center Glass right there in Center, Texas. But what you may not know is what they can do with glass fixtures. They make walls for the bathroom that revolutionize the look of the whole house. For repair or creativity, it's Center Glass.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. So you can come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods.
All right, everybody. We had the worst timing. It looks like we're about to have a prayer. So I tell you what, we're here. We're going to hear from our next sponsor. We're going to get that in, and when we come back, we'll have our cheerleader spotlight. We're going to go and hear from Center Motor Company, which brings us our neutral zone, which will be up right after this.
Center Motor Company. From whatever angle you look at it, you see Ford. Ford trucks, SUVs like the Bronco, and iconic cars like the Mustang. A legacy managed by Kevin Jones and created by Ray Jones. Center Motor Company on Hurst Street in Center. So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the Pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
All right, everybody. Now we're going to get to it. We have the prayer was completed, and now it's our favorite part of the pregame shows as we go down to the sideline. And tonight it's Chris Wallington talking to our cheerleader of the night. Take it away, Wallington.
Thank you. Our cheerleader of the night is Melody Kahn. She's a senior. I'm teaching you in English. Is that not an awesome class or what?
Oh, it's the most amazing class ever.
Yeah. And last week was a week off, but there was Poultry Festival. Did you go and enjoy that much?
Yes, sir, I did.
What's your favorite thing about it?
The food.
You're my kind of girl. That's right. Okay, so this week is Carthage. I mean, they're our big rival, but we don't beat them. Nobody beats them. What's the word in the school this week? Is there excitement or not?
Well, the Carthage game is always the most anticipated, and hopefully we keep our spirits up and we have a chance of staying undefeated this year.
That would be awesome. I mean, if we were to win, it would be the biggest win of the last, gosh, I don't know how long.
Yes, sir, it would.
What is the secret to keeping them out of the end zone today, Melody Kahn?
You got to stop the run, Mr. Watlington.
Got to stop the run.
Yeah.
You heard it right here. Load the box, stop the run. Melody, thank you.
Thank you.
All
right, back up there.
All right, guys, that's our cheerleader spotlight. We'll hear from Gaddy's Medical. That brings us our cheerleader spotlight, and then we'll go right into our first neutral zone of the evening. You're listening to or watching Rough Rider Sports here on NetSN.
Gaddy's Medical Supply. It's your one-stop shop for the supplies and the equipment that you need as you go along your recovery. Their compassionate and knowledgeable staff is there to help you as you get better. Gaddy's Medical Supply.
Batters Law Firm is proud to be a third-generation law firm serving the injured people of East Texas since 1964. Batters has settled thousands of cases and paid out over $25 million to clients from settlements in the past 2 years. Visit one of their locations for your free, no-appointment consultation and let the Batters team implement their proven approach that incorporates treatment and recovery while maximizing settlements and payouts. Batters Law Firm, serving you in Nacogdoches, Lufkin Center, and Houston. Remember, when it matters, call Batters. 833-BATTERS. 833-BADDERS.
Hey, number 6, who are you?
My name is Brandon Barnes.
Brandon Barnes. What position do you play?
Cornerback and safety.
Okay. Which do you play more often?
Corner.
Corner is your primary position?
Yes, sir.
Why would you switch to safety?
I switched to safety, like, to get more experience, like, see the field, for, like, a good expected, like, the eye on the quarterback and everything.
Oh, okay. When kind of spying the quarterback sometimes.
Yes, sir.
Last year's defense versus this year's defense, how do you feel maybe the difference between the two?
I feel like we're going to do good this year, Everybody done pitched in. We did good, man. We had a good fall camp, I feel like this year just going to be a great year.
All right. Excited about it?
Yes, sir.
We are too. Thanks for your time.
All right, everybody, that was our first neutral zone, number 1, with Brandon Barnes. Brandon is number 6 for the Center Rough Riders. Now we're going to go on and go right up the column to number 7, who is Jacadian Rogers. He's number 7, and he's going to be our second neutral zone of the evening.
Hey, number 7, what's your name?
My name is Jacadian Rogers.
Okay, Jacaden, what do you play?
I play defensive back.
Defensive back. You're not one of those receiver slash
receiver.
Okay, but do you like it in the backfield?
Yes, sir.
Is that where you were last year?
Yes, sir.
What's the difference this year at your position now that you're a senior? You've lost some leadership from last year's seniors. What's different about this year so far?
I've had to, step up to the younger kids and be an example to the younger kids, take more leadership on.
Do you think that's working?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, good. Thanks for your leadership and your time. Good luck this year.
Thank you.
At Watson & Sons, their family serves your family. It begins with their facilities, their inviting and warm chapel, and their elegant lobby, and their unique product room where you can shop for the choices your tribute requires. They've been serving your family at Watson & Sons since Scott built it in 1998, but their family has been serving you for over a century.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. Then come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods.
Everybody, welcome back. It's the Wright Chrysler pregame show, and now it's time to go up to the blimp with Captain Lee Porterfield. Lee, I hope I didn't leave the blimp in too much of a mess, did I, from the tennis tournament the other night? Was there? Now,
well, since you brought it up, what in tarnation went on in this gondola?
Well, actually, you know what? That was not me. That was actually Big E. That was Mr. Elliott, who took it up who borrowed the blimp yesterday and went and observed the tennis matches from there. I almost forgot, because I left it pristine. Yeah. But Lee said it was the mess.
That's Big E. That's who it was. That's just Big E.
Yeah.
Y'all, yeah, Cecilia would have a fit. I've been trying to clean it up, but Tony Dorsett wanted a ride, and I couldn't let him because it was just too messy.
That ain't
I
right.
would have been embarrassed.
That ain't right.
Yeah, so, I hate that for Tony. But
great stuff.
Anyway.
Tell me about the weather. Is it going to hold out and be as beautiful during the game as it was before?
It sure looks to be. I think it's around 78 down where you guys are. We're always about we're up about 1,000 feet, so we're about 4 degrees cooler than y'all. We brought our Roof Rider jackets just in case for later. We can kind of see a little bit of that soft pink glow from up where we were. It doesn't seem to be quite as brilliant here in Carthage as it would be above Roof Rider Stadium.
Pink glow of what?
The geomagnetic storm, commonly known as Northern Lights.
You can see the Northern Lights from up there? Wow.
Yeah, a little bit. It was really brilliant last night, even from the ground around Shelby County. So we were kind of hoping we'd get to see a little bit. I think that's kind of playing out. But, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Wallington obviously doesn't have any Facebookers in his house because it was all over Facebook. It was beautiful pictures.
I didn't know. We are following several games. What are the 2 big ones that you're going to keep your eye on for us?
Well, of course, we'll keep an eye on all the county games. The biggest interest is probably in the other game on Net SN with Larry Pierce. That's Garrison and Shelbyville.
Right.
Shelbyville is rolling on. We'll look at all the games in Center's district, especially keep a sharp eye on Rusk versus Bullard since we're traveling to Bullard next meet to beat the Panthers. I wanted to let you know that Tenaha and Alto has already started. They started at 7, and that was 7-7 already in the first.
Well, thank you. We already have a scoring update. Well, Lee, appreciate it. We'll talk to you first quarter.
You bet. You guys take care.
All righty.
Captain Lee, we need to salute Captain Porterfield.
We just saluted here in the press box. All right, so is it my turn now?
Well, I'm not sure. It's time for the area roundup brought to you by Campbell's Portable Buildings, Chris Wallington.
That's mine.
Yeah.
In our district, everybody is 0-0. We're starting even. The only game played last week was Carthage beating a 6A team that couldn't find anyone to play them, 56-0.
Yeah, we got the scoop on that at the Chinese restaurant in Carthage.
Yeah, they said that team was terrible. They were disgusted they traveled that far to play them. But in this week, Bullard playing Rusk. Of course, Carthage and Center, and the only other game, Athens at Brownsboro. And I'm interested in that one because Athens will probably win that one easily. I just want to see Al easily because Athens is roughly the same ranking as us, and I think we're apples to apples. So it'll be good to see how they
Your
perform.
polls got Athens slightly ahead of us. The Harris Power rankings have Centers slightly ahead of Athens by a point or two.
So, that's it. So it kind of evens out. So that's what's going on in the district. By the way, Bullard picked to beat Rusk only by a touchdown. So that should be the good game for sure in our district. We hope this one is a good game. And Tenaha has already started. Did you know that Tenaha is picked to finish last in that district?
Wow.
That's very, very unusual, but hopefully they can prove the prognosticators wrong. Garrison at Shelbyville, kind of odd. Garrison's the number 11 team. Shelbyville's the number 21 team. Timpson has fallen to number 25. So Timpson is the presumptive third-place team as the district starts. They are playing Hemphill tonight. In the other game, St. Augustine at Joaquin. Joaquin's picked to win that one by 5. So interesting stuff as district begins across the district and county.
All right, folks. Thank you, Mr. Wallington, and thank you to Campbell's Portable Buildings for bringing us the area roundup. We're here from Campbell's Portable Buildings, and we'll be right back to close out the Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show right after this.
It's one of the great slogans, right? Just tell them James sent you. But when James Campbell sent you away from Campbell Portable Buildings, he wanted it to be something that met your needs, whether it was storage or some inside beautiful living area. They can take care of you at Campbell Portable Buildings, where your building matters. They say, go Riders. Counselor Stephen Shires, what are your keys to the game?
Just like what the cheerleader said, we got stop the run and run the football. I think Coach Meek said it. I think it's clear. I think we've got to run the football effectively. If you give this Carthage offense possessions, I mean, they're eventually going to get you. I mean, our defense is so good. I think our defense is going to keep us in this game, but I think we got to stop the run. They got an excellent running back. I think they play action pass off the run. So you got if they were to run the ball successfully, then the play action pass opens up. So it's the guys up front on both sides, the front seven, defense, and the offensive line. Can we make holes for our young running back and take time and score points?
That's simple, but it ain't easy.
Nope.
We'll see how it all shakes out. Thanks to our pregame sponsors, Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Hope Medical, Gaddy's Medical Supply, JBA Financial, Campbell Portable Buildings, Bowles Feed, and Ray Jones Chevrolet, y'all. We will come back with the kickoff of the Rivalry Classic, Carthage versus Center, live from Bulldog Stadium after this.
Thank you for joining us on the Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram pregame show. Now that you're ready for the game, let's get you out to those guys that's bringing you the action. The Center Rough Rider Broadcasting Crew. Enjoy the game, everyone.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Wallington Shire's Pierce Productions welcomes you tonight to the big game, the Rough Riders and the Carthage Bulldogs, live from Bulldog Stadium, otherwise known as the Death Star, because it is hard to win here. Over 2 presidential administrations, only one team has, Kilgore. They beat them 20-15 in week 1 of this season. By the way, when Center won the last time in 2005, it was 19-15. Did you know that? Since that loss, Carthage has won in a combined 258-62. And as we begin district play, they're number 1 in the state. But in the meantime, your Center Rough Riders have done well for themselves. They're 5-0. They've beaten Jacksonville, Spring Hill, North DeSoto, Dangerfield, and Madisonville in homecoming. After a week off, they're the state number 3, and that's the tail of the tape. Now we just play the ball game. It's Carthage versus Center. We'll have the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff for you next. Everybody, this is a close-up of the coin toss, and one of those guys, we believe in the black shirt, is Tony Dorsett. He and Sam Mills and John Booty, who is an NFL player that graduated in the 90s from Carthage, were the special guest of their tailgate. They are also the honorary captains, but unfortunately they're the honorary captains of Carthage. So that's it. I think he's in the black. That's one of my heroes, Shires. I loved Tony Dorsett. Just about my all-time favorite. Great stuff there. Okay. Because I was so excited about Tony Dorsett, I'm not sure who won the toss, but I am pretty certain that Carthage is either we elected to receive or they elected to kick. I'm not really sure which, but I think the Rough Riders are going to end up getting the ball first, I think.
That's right. Carthage won the toss and elected to receive the football.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. That's the orange is not him.
That's him in the black.
That's him. That's touchdown Tony Dorsett.
I believe so.
Heisman Trophy winner. Or maybe he's in the maroon. I think that's him.
Yeah, that's him, yeah.
Well, that's pretty good stuff. And I just knew I was going to get an interview with him. Turns out Carthage has elected to receive or Center has elected to kick, one or the other. So that's the way it looks here in Carthage as we get ready for this kickoff.
When I walked outside, I heard Carthage won the toss and elected to receive.
Okay. They want to get it started first. That's not the way it's normally done these days, but we'll sure
Unless you're
take
the
it.
Cowboys and Mike McCarthy, didn't he? He chose to receive a couple times.
The Bulldogs and the Cowboys are outliers. So there's the kick. It's high. It goes to the corner, and Carthage is going to return it, and not much happens. There's a big scrum, but not much as far as overall yardage, and the Bulldogs will begin this rivalry game first down and 10 from their 32-yard line. What do you think, Mr. Shires?
Well, so far so good.
Yeah, right. Yeah, our special teams held on the first play. Yeah, that's true. That's going to be something. That much is for sure. Thing about these games, people tend to remember them. Okay, here we go. Of course, Surratt is both the coach and his son, Surratt, is the quarterback. One back in the backfield, two receivers to the right. They fake. He's looking to throw. They want to go deep. It's not complete. Good coverage. It would have been a perfect pass if it was going to happen at all, and it didn't. So there you go. They, thankfully, Shires, for us in the press box, do not go no huddle. We'll have a little bit of time to talk. But you thought that if they don't run the ball, they're really missing an opportunity.
They're going to run the football. That was a play-action pass right there.
So the defense holds on first down.
I mean, our defense, this is one of the best defenses we've had. This is the best football team I think we've had since Kyle Parks was the quarterback. And we had a strong defense then. But that defense was bigger. This is a small, quick defense. But I'm afraid you're susceptible to running right at us.
Because they're bigger than us. Carthage almost always is. Man in motion. Handoff right up the middle.
He
breaks it to the outside. He breaks a tackle. He's good at that. He's crossed midfield. They run him out of bounds, but not before an obvious first down. And tell me what you know about this running back, Mr. Shires.
I know very little other than Coach Meek said in the Coach Rick Meek Show, brought to you live by Sabine State Bank at the Pizzeria. Coach Meek said that he's the best back in East Texas.
Mm-hmm. And he didn't say 4A East Texas. He said East Texas, and there's always awfully good running backs around this area. So a big run on second down, and now they line up again on 1st and 10.
What's interesting, Coach said, they do a lot of motion, do a lot of different things.
Fake, long pass, catch on the 30, on the 20, and that's one of the things that you have to watch for. It was a pump fake, brought the coverage up, then he ran past the coverage, and it was shut and bar the door. So two big plays, and they're already right on
the red zone.
Yeah, right on the knocking on the door of the State Farm red zone. Let's see what they do. Big challenge for the center defense.
Under center. He's under center.
And that's something. He's making changes. Loaded backfield. The handoff, right up the middle. They grab him, slow him down, spin him around, but not before he gets the first down yardage.
Not quite. It's going to be second and a yard.
Second down and a yard. All right, good for the defense. Well done.
Of course, second and a yard is kind of the dream for the offensive coordinator, especially down here at this part of the field.
Yeah, not sure. I wouldn't just rather have 1st and 10 down there, but the ball is roughly at the 12-yard line. And over center. Jet Surratt. He was named to be a quarterback by his coach. There's the snap. He's looking to his right. Has to peel back, looks to his left. Fires into the end zone. Caught in the corner for a touchdown. Easy, relatively easy Carthage touchdown. They had the coverage in the first several, but he went through his reads, and about the third read, he found his man.
Right. That's the thing. That was not where he was looking to go. Not at all.
But there was not much in the way of pressuring the quarterback. he had time, while our excellent secondary did their best to keep the receivers in front of them. Awfully hard to do. The extra point is up, and it's good. So Carthage draws first red blood here in Carthage Bulldog Stadium. We'll be back with the first possession of the Rough Riders after this. You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trips. Fun things to wear when you go outside. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't.
Portacool, with over 30 years of expertise, has made significant strides. In October, they introduced the Apex series, which is a breakthrough in the field of evaporative coolers. The Apex series is not only the coolest, both in terms of temperature and design, but you can also control it with your phone. Portacool, peak cooling, intelligent control.
All right, folks, welcome back. It's time for a Shelby Savings Bank kickoff, the second one of the evening. Carthage is able to matriculate down the field pretty handily with a big run and a couple of big passes. Kind of what they've done all year long. Now it's where the rubber meets the road. Can the Riders move the football on Carthage, not have a disastrous turnover, not have a 3-and-out, but, actually move the football? A feat that only Kilgore seems to have been able to do this year. And they're going to hit kind of a worm burner. It's going to be returnable. Get to the 20, bounces off a couple guys, gets all the way up to the 30, where the Rough Riders will take over, first down and 10.
All right. Good special teams play. And we'll see what we can do on offense. This was an offense that 5 games in, first 2 games and 3 quarters, it was a pass offense. And then somewhere in that third game, last of the third quarter, the running game really woke up. And the last 2 games, it's been really more of a run offense. And with a week off, hopefully we can do a little of both here against this excellent team. So here we go. The Rough Riders. Their first shot at it.
I got a dog blitz with the linebacker. Is he going to pull up? Oh, that should be.
Okay. A flag on
the flag. I don't know if somebody moved. It would be terrible if you got penalized 5 yards when that happens to you. Nope.
Okay.
It's going to be offsides on the Bulldogs. Going to set up the Riders in 1st and 5.
All right. Well, we'll take that. 1st and 5. I like them odds. He asks for the snap, gives it. It's a run. Over to the left-hand side. He's hit about the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be about it. They may mark him for.
I thought he got a yard or 2.
Maybe a foot or 2. But, yeah, they didn't push that defensive line over on their left side very far.
I think we missed. I think there was a crease, but it was in the A gap.
Okay. Missed it to the left just a bit.
I think we got a full yard on that, Wally.
Okay, yeah, it looks like we did. So we'll call it 2nd down and 4. No huddle, but they are taking their time to see what Coach Meeks has up his sleeve. Moving players, 2 twins each side, and now in motion. Has his back by him, waiting for the snap, and finally gets it, fakes it, throws it over to the middle, caught at the 40-yard line. Well done. Good for a Ray Jones. First down.
There we go. So that went to Tim on a slant play.
And that's what we've been calling for in the car on the way. It's more of those controlled passing. Let our athletes catch it and run. So the first down for the Rough Riders. Ball on the 44-yard line. They get the play. They move up. His back this time's to his right. Has a wing back. He lines up, hands off. Nowhere to go. That defensive wall, just hard to penetrate. Got a yard up to the 45-yard line. And that was all we were able to manage. 2nd down and 9.
We'll take a deep shot here, see if we can't get it to Tim pretty soon, I
Pretty
suspect.
soon, that's right. So he moves up to the line.
Well, look, they've got a safety over the top on him.
They get everybody set. Now it's the snap. Looking downfield. Throws it too far. Number 5 thought it was a curl pattern, looked like, stopped, and that's about the time Bellin threw it deep. Those are the kinds of errors. I mean, there wasn't a turnover, but you can't have very many of those, Mr. Shires. You can't have wasted downs against a team this loaded.
No, you cannot. And that was going to be uncatchable. I'm not sure where we were going with it.
I was with you. I thought they were going to take a shot. Maybe the receiver saw the soft coverage, didn't think he could get by him, so he.
Well, that was a shot trying to get to Ratcliffe, not Tim.
So here's the 3rd down and 9. Man in motion, lines up at wing back, and there is a flag.
Now, this is going to be an interesting call because the Bulldog and Rough Rider both jumped about the same time.
Tie goes to the offense. Tie goes to the home team. Time goes to the number 1 team. No. Thank you, sir. So 3rd down and 4, you like that a little bit better than 3rd down and 9 anytime.
You can do anything you want here.
Let's see what they determine is best here on this big 3rd down and 1. There's a snap. They fake the handoff. It's a short pass. It's caught. And he moves past where he initially caught the ball for another couple of yards, and that's a 3rd down conversion. And another Ray Jones 1st down. Well done, Rough Riders. They hurried to the ball, as they almost always do, but they're not snapping it very quickly. Want to make sure they have everybody ready.
This is just what we got to do. We just have to be patient and move the ball down the field just like this.
Taking some time off the clock, giving the defense a little time.
Oh, there we go. There's a hole up the middle. We're still on his feet. Blueford is still going, baby. He was going to get to the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Best run of the year, ladies and gentlemen. Best run of the year. Not only was it an excellent run, but it was where we needed it most. Ball on the 44-yard line, and he just would not be denied. Starts with the offensive line to get the penetration, but after 15 yards when he got hit, he should have gone down. He did not. How about that? As the Rough Riders answer back, 1 point away from a tie. At least that's what we assume will happen. Sometimes, not going to be a 2-point conversion. And that took 3 minutes. It took Carthage a minute and a half. Took Center twice that long. Let's see, the snap is good. The kick is good. It's right down the middle. And the Rough Riders have themselves a touchdown. What about a center glass replay? We got it?
Oh, yeah. Let's see what it looks like here. Oh, no. Hold on. Robot. Come on, Ronaldo.
Catch up. Well, it showed the cheerleaders running with him. So that was a good-looking run by the cheerleading squad. We'll be back with the kickoff. The Shelby Savings Bank kickoff.
Ronaldo, you embarrassed us in front of hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people.
That's no good.
All right, we'll be right back, folks. Sorry about that.
Imagine what it would be like to be your tire.
It's not good, man. Watch where you're going.
It ain't easy work, so you don't want to trust it.
There's a hole up the middle. Oh, we're still on his feet. Blueford is still going, baby. He was going to get to the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Best run of the year, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a new chapter under Trey Burns, because being a tire is hard work.
Are we there yet?
Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a 3rd generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's.
All right, folks, here's the kickoff, and they're going to take it. It's a short kickoff, and the Riders are going to be there, and we're going to tackle him at the 35. A big tackle. Let's try this replay again. I think so. I'm not sure what happened.
I think we got it this time. No.
No? Okay.
No. Look at those cheerleaders.
Oh, I know what the problem is. We're going to fix it. We're going to fix it.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Center Glass is bringing this. It's not their fault. There you go. That's
we're
a
gonna
good
try it
one.
one more time.
Okay.
There we are.
That's it.
And we see we're going to go and take it the distance. There we go. It was not Ronaldo's fault. It was not Center Glass's fault. It was one counselor, Stephen Shire's fault.
But you got so much going on. That's not
all right.
bad
We got it.
performance.
We
You
got
got
it
the
fixed.
cheerleaders. First down for Jet Surratt and friends in motion.
Oh.
And a stop, a flag from the umpire. Prior to the snap, false start, and that's 3 penalties all on Carthage. 15 yards, not the major kind of penalties, but they are working against themselves, something you don't normally see Carthage do. They must be real nervous because we have a better record than they do, Shires.
Sure. Maybe so.
The 5-0 Rough Riders come in as the 23rd ranked team. The 4-1 Bulldogs, after a slip-up in week 1 against a fine Kilgore team, have rebounded. They've won all their games since by a combined 265 to 60. And they're number 1 team in the country.
And that 60 came because Coach Surratt plays a lot of players in the second half.
That's right. The goal is to be able to run your starters once in the second half. The handoff right up the middle, and the Rough Riders clog it up. They're going to get most of the 5-yard penalty, 4 of those 5 yards back, and it'll be second down for the powerful Big Red Machine. And they really are that, Shires. We make fun, but Surratt started his march to greatness the year Jet Surratt was born. Jet's 16 or 17. This is the 17th year of his tenure here, and it has been an unbelievable tenure. Got 2 men to his left. He's looking to his right.
Oh, they're going to swing it out. Wow, what a play call.
He gets the first down, crosses the 40, tackled at the 45. Shires kind of talked me through what just happened.
Well, we brought a dog blitz. Again, we blitzed 2 linebackers. We had everybody covered except the running back slipped out into the flat. Wasn't really it was just into the flat, and there was nobody anywhere close to him. And so it's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs. Like I said, I was thinking it wasn't quite a wheel route. We're just in the flat, but he was wide open.
Man in motion. 2 on the right, 1 on the left. And
the hand.
No,
it was a throw.
It was a throw. It faked me. He handed it to the running back, then faked the throw. It was complete.
No, he faked it to the running back and acted like it was a fake throw, but it was actually a real throw.
Okay. Wow, that's really good. And 9 yards on it. They have to get to midfield, as you see. Right there. They got to the 49.
Again, 2nd and 1.
Mm-hmm. Hateful down if you're the defense. So, with a full backfield and a handoff around the right, you see it go there. He breaks a tackle. He's still on his feet. Gets across the 35-yard line. They're going to get him down somewhere close to the 30. And, that guy's pretty good.
I think he jumped over somebody. Was that number 0 for them? I think that was.
But there is a
Kelvin Edwards. Is there
an infraction?
Well, how about that? I mean, Carthage. A ton of penalties.
Uncharacteristic. Yeah. Did you see what the call was?
Let's see where they mark it. It looks like it's going to be a holding call because it looks like it's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
Well, hats off to the Rough Riders for, to this point, being penalty-free, both behavior penalties and just technical penalties. Instead of first down.
I call it action penalties.
Yeah, 2nd down and 11. Jet Surratt in the backfield, shotgun. 2 men to his left, 1 man on his right, now in motion. Here's the snap. He's rolling this way towards us, makes the throw downfield, caught just after the 50-yard line. The receiver catches it, falls down backwards, and that is a first down.
Just enough. I mean, it was right at the sticks. Nice bootleg. It was a naked bootleg.
I don't believe they have faced a third down yet. That's how solid they've been on offense. 49 yards to go. Tie score at 7. Both offenses score on their first possession. Surratt calling things, changing things. Number 9. Handoff right up the middle. Rough Riders do a good job of clogging it right up the middle, but still a 2-yard gain on first down. Let's make it 2. Second down and 8. That's the kind of interior defense that for the last several years we've had real trouble with. Wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. There we go. So it's going to be a second down and a long 7, short 8.
And it's a screen pass and well defended by the Rough Riders there. That's the first play that just really didn't work without help from a penalty for the Bulldogs tonight, bringing up a big third down, Mr. Shires.
Yep. So here's a good chance for the Rough Riders.
There was some question that there might have been a flag. There was not. And they're lining up right in the middle of the space that's formed by the Cincinnati Reds looking C. They're at midfield, a chance for the Rough Rider defense. It's a lot easier for me to say here in the air conditioning than it is for them out there. But here we go, big third down. Receiver on each side, lots of negotiating and movement in the backfield. They love to do that. And here it comes. There's the handoff.
Oh,
He's
stop.
slowed
Whoa,
down.
no,
He
we got
breaks down at the 45. And that was well done by the Rough Rider defense. They only gained 2. It's 4th down and 5. What will Mr. Surratt decide to do?
He could punt and pin us deep.
Most likely. But, you talk about.
They act like they're going for it.
Trying to get the 3 and outs would be great, but they're going to have to go 4 and out as they at least act like they're going for it on 4th down. We'll see. They managed to get us to jump. They throw the ball deep, win the jump ball, so they're going to get a choice. I bet they take the play as it goes down to about the 24-yard line. Well, did they throw a flag? I just assumed that we were offside.
Yeah, they threw a flag, but they're going to decline that now, obviously.
I would think. So they got us offsides, which just gave them a safety blanket, and then they went ahead and completed the ball. But those are the defensive plays you've got to set up. You've got to get them to 4th down. Got to hold on 3rd down before you can hold on 4th. So good sequence for the defense, just not quite enough. Ball now on the 26-yard line of center. And the snap.
Right up the middle. Ooh,
right
nice.
Up the middle.
Oh, good play.
Who was that? Is that number 2 or number 3? His shirt's kind of rolled up a bit, so we can't really see. But
I believe that's going to be Tim that made that play. Number 3, Tim Johnson.
Always a safe guess. But still a 7-yard pickup. 2nd down and 3. They got to get to a right shy of the 15-yard line. They're pretty close.
I was concerned that might be a touchdown. That was really well blocked by the offensive line up front.
Okay. 2nd down in the State Farm red zone. Jet Surratt hands it off to the right. Gets around the defensive end, makes his cut, gets inside the 5, gets down close. Not going to quite make it, but they are going to be awfully close to the score as they get across the 5 and near the end zone. And now they go no huddle with the ball on about the 1-yard line. Hand off to their big guy right up the middle. The same number as Emmitt Smith, the same kind of result as Emmitt Smith. And with 2:20 to go in the first quarter, Carthage has gone back ahead. So they are going to line up for the extra point. Try and get a wide view of it there. To go up 14-7. And the ball is up, and the kick is good. So it's a one-touchdown game here in the first half. Nicely done by the Rough Riders as they doing what they can do to stay up with the state number 1. They'll have another shot at it right after this. We'll be back with more from Carthage.
Imagine what it would be like to be your tire.
That's not good, man. Watch where you're going.
It ain't easy work, so you don't want to trust it to just any old tire. No, you take your car and truck to Center Tire. It's an old tradition with a new chapter under Trey Burns, because being a tire is hard work.
Are we there yet?
This is McAdams Propane, and this is CEO Josh McAdams. That's him on the cover of Texas Propane Magazine as the president of the state organization. He knows a thing or two about propane. He learned from his dad and his grandfather before him. Whether your business depends on propane or just your outdoor kitchen, McAdams puts the needs and the safety of their customers in first. It's McAdams Propane. And we're back. Big deep kick. Rough Riders take it near the end zone. Sprint towards the 20, don't make it. Ball gets to the 15-yard line. So, good special teams play. And we talked to Coach Meeks about the offensive keys tonight.
Tonight we've got to play fast, protect the ball, and play the next play. I mean, it'll be the same thing on both sides of the ball. Tonight's going to be big on our trust the process pillar.
Trust the process pillar. The 5 pillars, and one of them is trust the process. There is every day they have an emphasis, and they talk about the same emphasis every Monday, and then they move to the next one on Tuesday. And trust the process is one of them. Don't let yourselves get down. Don't let yourselves get to thinking too far ahead. Trust the process. You do your job, and if we're not winning, that's okay. You're doing your job, and the team will eventually right itself. And that's today, I mean, big play on offense, even the score, 7-7, had a 4th and 5, still Carthage managed to convert the 4th down and move on and score. So it's those kind of things that are frustrating when you're playing, Mr. Shires, a team of this quality. So here we go. There was a blocking foul on the kick that backs the Rough Riders up as if they needed the extra challenge all the way back to the 10-yard line. 1st down and 10. Needing some offense here. 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go. The handoff goes to the right, and it doesn't go far. There's going to be maybe a yard gain. And that'll be about all that we'll be able to count. Nope, I said that because based on where the referee's foot was, but sorry, they didn't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It was a loss of 3. I'll show you what it looks like over there. Loss of maybe 2.5. So 2nd down and 12. He's in his end zone looking to pass. Was it caught? Nope, no good. Intended for big number 3, our clutch guy, no good. And now, not the sort of position you want to be in if you're T.J. Bellin, the quarterback, standing on the 7-yard line where at least that's where the ball is. When they snap it back, your heels will be on the goal line. Carthage knows to get the 1st down, you're probably going to have to pass it, so they're going to be pinning their ears back most likely. Unenviable man in motion. And they decide to run it. And he bounces it after a couple of good defenders miss tackles. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage to the 10, and that'll give our punter a little bit of room. But there you go. That's the kind of thing that happens. Against a normal team, this is bad because you're about to punt, and assuming that you get the punt off and everything, and even if it's not a big return, still the field position battle is one that you're behind in. But when you're playing the state number one, that's real bad news because they live to take care of advantages like this one. Good catch from the punter, difficult snap. Ball is caught at the 34, fair caught, and they have really good field position, does Carthage, to begin their third possession. In 52 ticks of the clock, we will go up to the beautiful Bowles Feed Blimp, and we're going to visit with our crew up there in the blimp for the first quarter scoreboard, brought to you by Batters Law Firm. That's coming up here real shortly, but we got 52 seconds of action to play before that. And hopefully the Rough Rider defense can, well, do something that's very difficult, actually, is to slow down this offensive machine. They've scored 50 points or more the last 4 weeks. And the fake handoff. Surratt's looking. They rush him and they get him. They get him, but that's a coverage sack. He was having to look to his second, third read. And the big man, Cody Atkinson, comes in and says, hello. Hello, my name is Cody, number 21 from center. Can I invite you to the turf at about the 42-yard line? Surratt accepted the invitation, and it is a solid 2nd and 20. First big defensive play of the night. We'll see if it's enough as the clock is streaking towards the end of the first quarter. They do snap it. They throw it over to the side, and a good defensive play again. I thought they had thrown it over to the side. They had not. They fooled me, but they didn't fool the rest of the defense. 1.9 seconds left. And as they – oh, wait, there's a penalty flag. And we give them an automatic first down. It was a best I can. I'm doing this by myself for the moment because Steven is trying to get our other camera to work. And so between filming and checking names and all, I missed the flag. So sorry, but that will end the quarter. And that's too bad as the Rough Riders kind of squander the biggest defensive play of the game so far. You hear that? That's me calling up to the not the Goodyear blimp, but the Bowles Feed blimp. And you hear that? That's the answer of our captain. Hello up there in the blimp.
Hello, guys.
Well,
how's it going down there? Looks good from up here.
It's a pretty night. And had a good sack just a second ago, but we kind of blew it, and we let them get the first down after a penalty. But what's going on with the other scores?
Well, let's take a look at some of the other area scores from the Batters Law Firm first quarter scoreboard. From high above the Bulldog Stadium and the Bowles Feed Blimp. See Ken and Cecilia for feed for your livestock and horses, as well as for your pets. For the animals in your life, Bowles Feed has what's for dinner. We begin our scores with Shelby County. Larry Pierce's game on NetSN. Shelbyville 7, Garrison 7. Also, Tenaha 20, Alto 14. Timpson 7, Hemp Hill 8. Joaquin 7, San Augustine 0.
Whoa, did you say
Hemp
Hill 8, Timpson 7?
That's
Correct.
a crazy score. They're all close, and not all of them were supposed to be. Wow.
Exactly. But that's the Batters Law Firm scoreboard. Remember, if your legal issue matters, then in East Texas, it's got to be Batters. The Batters Law Firm is just a call away. Now, here in Carthage, your first quarter score, Center 7, Carthage 14. Talk to you again at halftime.
Thank you very much, Lee. And Carthage has the ball, handoff, broken tackle, gets to the corner, rounds the corner, and gets to
The end zone.
The end zone. Did he get in?
Yes.
All the way to the score. So first play of the first quarter, that score that she just gave you changes. Instead of 14-7, it is 20-7, unless there is a flag or something on the play.
It looks like there may be.
Maybe.
Holding. Bulldogs.
Well, I'll be. After a catastrophic penalty after the sack that set them up with a first down, it looked like the Bulldogs had scored, but instead, on the scoring run, it is a hold, I guess, from the spot of the foul. So instead of a first down touchdown, it's a second down and 1. Or I guess that would be a second down. Is it second down?
That's what
that was the first play, I thought. So yeah, there's first down, still first down. They corrected it because they were listening to our broadcast. Here we go. Ball on the 15. Handoff right up the middle, and he just streaks through a touchdown-saving tackle right there by one of our secondary people. I'll try to get his number as I zoom in. This is my version of binoculars. Don't know. Seems like every time a center person in white makes a tackle or makes a catch, their shirts move up a little bit. Can't hardly tell. First down and goal. Jet Surratt. Over center, handoff to his tailback. They stop him. He continues to churn. We just can't tackle him. There is a tackle there after he crosses the goal line. Carthage wants his flag, and they didn't have it at first, but then Cody Atkinson comes in. He wants a little of it.
I think it's going to be on Carthage.
It might be. It's about the time Cody Atkinson got there that they break him up.
It was before. So
now, the original tackle I didn't think was a tackle. He's fighting for yards. He crosses the goal line, you tackle him. You may not be aware of it, but then all the extra stuff after that.
Okay, so he's in the end zone. We tackle him in the end zone, and one of the offensive linemen took offense to that and came over and pushed somebody. So we'll see.
I think it's going to be a score, though, either way, because it's post-possession.
Yeah.
So. But field position, if this is going to go against the Rough Riders, they'll tack it on to the kick, and it will be easier for Carthage to pin the Rough Riders deep. That's what happened the last time, and the punt only made it to the 34-yard line. Personal foul against center, personal foul against Carthage. So it's one of those where they'll just say boys will be boys, no harm. But it's a touchdown, so enough harm for the Rough Riders. Now it's 20-7. Offense was unable to get out of the shadow of its own goalposts after a good kick, not a good return, and a blocking penalty set the last possession for the Rough Riders on the 10-yard line. 3 plays later, punting from the 10-yard line. 24-yard punt, and 3 or 4 plays later, Carthage is across the goal line. 20-7. The extra point, beautiful. It's good, and it's 21-7. Early second quarter from Carthage. We'll be back with the third possession for the Rough Riders after this.
Hey, y'all got a dirty truck.
Well, then take it to Joe's Car Spa for a spa day.
At Joe's, they make them shine.
And they're standing by to work with the community.
They was elected best of Shelby County this year, and it's called Joe's, but it probably ought to be called Reed since Reed Grant owns it.
So, Billy Don, when it's time for your car or truck to have a spa day, where do you take it?
I don't know where.
All right, here's the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. And it's going to
out of the end zone. Easy enough to do with the penalty yardage, and so
there's no penalty yardage.
Oh, that's right. It was offsetting, but that means we just found out this guy has a leg. They've kicked 3 different looking kicks. Not really sure what they're going to do, but it's much better field position this time than they had the last time. Did the Riders? Ball will start on the 25. That's where the possession will begin, instead of the 10 like last time. So offense looked crisp on that first possession, Mr. Shires. 2 first downs and then the big play. It was 7-7, and then, well, the next series we stopped them on 3rd down, but on 4th and 5th, 4th and 5, they converted, went on to score and then score again. So the Rough Riders in offense, right in front of where we are, and the handoff, and finds a little hole. Gets about 3 yards. Now check this out. One of the receivers was instructed, go deep. Get one of the guys out of the play. So he ran a long way knowing all he had to do was just run really fast to sell the fact that he was going. Have to be in shape to play football, Shires.
Yes, you do. Play wide receiver anyway.
Yeah. And so, on 2nd down, little pass out. Oh, and he gets by him. This could go all the way to the 40.
That's Tim. He's
to
gone,
the 30.
baby.
Tim Johnson. They're not going to catch him. And the only question is there a flag? I don't see one. Well, that's just one of the easiest plays in the book. You get my guy on your guy, make a move, and take off and start sprinting. That's the way it's supposed to work, Mr. Shars.
Yes, it is.
So the Rough Riders answer back. They are an extra point away of making it a 1-touchdown game here. 10:39 to go in the 2nd quarter. Yeah, that was well executed and well done. Ready for the extra point. It's up. It's good. And it's a 21-14 game. Well done, Rough Riders. Do we have that center glass replay?
Oh, of course we do.
Well, let's see it.
We'll see the end of it. We'll see Tim just going the distance. We'll go back at it one more time and look at it. We see Tim catches it and just takes it all the way to tie this puppy up. Or not tie it up, 21-14, bring us within 7. So we'll be back right after this.
At Watson & Sons, their family serves your family. It begins with their facilities, their inviting and warm chapel, and their elegant lobby, and their unique product room where you can shop for the choices your tribute requires. They've been serving your family at Watson & Sons since Scott built it in 1998, but their family has been serving you for over a century.
All right, welcome back, folks. Chris Watlington.
Yes, it is I. You saw the shot of the returners. Now, you see the shot. Well, that's still the shot of the returners. That's the shot of the returners. So I'm going to get the shot of the kick. Now it's up in the air. It goes, good kick. They hit the ball on the 20.
You're still not getting it. There we go.
I had the wrong camera.
Yes.
Ding dang.
I put you.
Appreciate it. Good return. I thought the returner's heel was out of bounds. It wasn't. So he's able to advance it to about the 31-yard line. Well, Mr. Shires, the offense is doing its part for the most part.
Right, and the defense has slowed them down.
Yeah. They've had a 4th down and, so that much is good. Okay. So what will the Rough Rider defense be able to do on this their 4th possession? Carthage won the toss, elected to receive. This is their 4th one. And there is a quick pass to the outside. He's going all the way back across field. It looked like he was going to go out of bounds with a pretty good gain. Then went across the grain. And I think he's going to get lucky. And the receiver stepped out of bounds at the 41. And when he started going across the grain, he lost yardage, but the play had already ended. So that worked out pretty well for the Bulldogs.
So what, 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3?
2nd down and a long 3 for Jet Surratt and his offense. Motion both ways. The handoff to the tailback. Good interior defense. Welcome back, everybody. Had
some kind of glitch. I'm
yeah,
not sure why.
Something happened, I believe, with our Wi-Fi that spiked and we were gone. What you missed was only one play. Sorry about that. It was a quick pass to the right towards the press box side and a first down across midfield. And now the Rough Riders have the ball back. Surratt in a big shotgun. Good snap, looking to his right, has a man open on an out, and it's good enough. The defense giving him respectable amounts of cushion, and he just cut under the cushion, and it was good for a 10-yard first down. The kind of controlled passing game that I've always liked. I could not stand the 49ers, but I really liked their offense. I would have loved for the Cowboys to have been able to do something like the West Coast. Those controlled passes tend to work pretty well. If you have the people to do it. This tailback has right up the middle, hits the hole hard, keeps his balance. As he breaks a tackle across the 20, there's a flag down as he gets just at the 15-yard line.
I think that's going to be a holding or a blocking foul, but it's going to be so way down the field, so it'll be, it'll end up being first and 2.
Well, that's the prediction from the counselor, that it's going to run against the Bulldogs. And they're backing up. Yeah, they're backing up. There he is. Okay. By the time I got to the referee, he had already called it, but I think it's exactly what you said. There's the ball on the 26. There's the first down marker. They got to get to about the 22. So, yeah, not a devastating call for an offense of that quality. First down and 4. You don't hear that all that often. For Surratt and the Bulldogs. The snap. And he's holding the ball. I'm not sure the Rough Riders entirely knew he had it because they had executed a very good fake. But the secondary knew. Really good coverage downfield. Could not find a man. And it's 2nd and 4. Good play by the Rough Rider defense, especially the secondary that had to hold their men a lot longer than they would have liked. There is a flag down again. It's a holding call, and that makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. With the quarterback holding it that long, it's a blocking foul is real possible, but works for the Riders. Has been in this drive, first down and 10. It's been first down and 4, and now it's first down and 14. If you like first downs, this is your drive.
That's right.
Receiver either side. Lots of motion. Surratt's under center. Hands it to Smith, number 22. Has the hole and is driving. Makes the defense miss all the way to the G in Bulldog. And it's another touchdown just like that. He's number 22. His last name is Smith. And he's had success sort of like Emmitt Smith.
Well, that was well blocked. I mean, they moved the line of scrimmage 6 yards down the field, and then the running back trucked a couple of us on the way to the end zone. So that was a terrific run.
Yeah. Well, I think the offensive line may be their best unit.
As it normally is.
It seems to
Carthage always has a great offensive line.
The extra point doubles the score, 28-14 with 7:45 to go in the second quarter. We'll be back with more Rough Rider football here on NetSN.
Imagine what it would be like to be your tire.
That's not good, man. Watch where you're going.
It ain't easy work, so you don't want to trust it to just any old tire. No, you take your car and truck to Center Tire. It's an old tradition with a new chapter under Trey Burns, because being a tire is hard work.
Are we there yet?
At Shelby Savings Bank, the same thing that's true at the Selma Street location is true at the North Branch. It's where banking meets the smile. They're not just friendly tellers, they're your friendly tellers. And the smile on Manager Janet's face, it's contagious. When you say Shelby Savings Bank is your friendly hometown bank, well, you hit it right on the nose.
We'd like to say thank you to our pregame, halftime, and postgame sponsors across the Wellington Shire's Pierce Productions tonight. They include Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Hope Medical, Ray Jones Chevrolet, Farmer State Bank, Elite Hair Design, Wiggins Farms, and Blake Furniture. Thank you, everybody. Rough Riders take the ball at the goal line, get to the 20, and are covered in a big red blanket. And that's where the fourth possession of the game. Nope, the fourth one for the Rough Riders will begin right on the 20. Almost exactly the 20. And we also say thank you to the Forge. Dan Britt-Collum and his staff on the Forge help you get strong like the Rough Riders. The Rough Riders don't use it. They have their own gym. But you want to be strong like the Riders? The Forge is where you do it on the square. All right, Mr. Shires, first down. What do we need from this group?
A touchdown. That takes 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
That would be nice. Keep Carthage from coming back. We do get the ball to start the second half. We
nice
start
hole.
this one with a good hole right up the middle, and it's a good run. And that feels good as Jeremy Bluford continues his good work on first down, gets exactly half of it. And it's second down and 5. Boy, this defense for Carthage has been their strength. Even in their loss to Kilgore, they only gave up 20 points. Since then, nobody has gotten close to 20, at least on the first unit. There's the snap. And it's up the middle.
Really?
Bellin acted as if there may be a fumble.
No, I don't think so. I think we picked up as a scrum. We picked up about 2 or 3.
Okay. Sometimes there's body language in the scrum where it looks like they're all going for something. So picked up 2. Big third down and 3. Got to get this one. No way you'll go for it, even if it's fourth and short, given where you are on the field and where you are in the game. So this is one of the big downs of the game so far. Rough Riders are still in this one, 28-14. Here's the third down snap. They fake it. Bellin moves around, beats his man, gets the first down, and he's still running. Runs around and goes out of bounds at the 34. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a Ray Jones. First down. Well done, Bellin. He had containment. He had a guy that was trying to keep containment. He got around him, running backwards just enough to miss the tackle, then had plenty of space. Well done, well read by Bellin. First down. There's the snap. He's looking, throws to his right, has a man. Is it a catch?
Yes, it's a catch.
It is a catch.
It's about 6 or 7 yards.
And they're having to separate the players again. It's understandable that the rivalry is hot for the Rough Riders because, every year people look to see when the Carthage game is going to be in the hopes that this will be the year. But for Carthage, you wouldn't think that blood would run hot, but there are the other sports, Mr. Shires. The basketball teams have a great rivalry.
Not really. We do to them in basketball what they do to us in football. They win one every now and then, but
that's true.
But we normally run them. They win one every now and then, but
that's true.
But we normally run them out of the gym.
That's true.
And same thing with soccer. We don't.
Fakes.
Oh, we got him. He's open. Oh, just overthrew him. It was Tim Johnson again. Oh, that was 6 Chris Watlington.
Yes, it was. And but he faked it to his left, short pass. And that drew, Johnson was open. It just would have had to have been a really good 55-yard pass. It was close, but no cigar. Third down and about 4. There you see it. Got to get to the 47-yard line. Well, that would have been nice.
Number 6 for Carthage was that 8, was toast.
Yeah.
He was toast.
Yeah.
We just
had it. It was Dakevis Beck losing the foot race. There's the snap.
Screen. It's a
Going
screen.
back, it's a screen. Can we do it? They complete it, but they bust the screen and tackle.
Great.
Is that Bluford?
Yeah, but great job. It looks like number 54. His jersey's rolled up. But Jace Radney, a sophomore, really blows that thing up. We really don't get any yards on that.
Yeah, it looked promising for a second. Now, if they pick up 2 or 3, maybe they go for it on fourth down.
I think we lost a couple.
Yeah, so didn't improve our situation, so the punting unit comes in. We'll see. Possibly a fake, but that would be pretty gutsy. Yeah.
Too far.
So there you see it. There's the snap. There's the kick. Good kick. Pushes the receivers back. They muff it, but they manage to pick it up. Here they come towards us, towards the sideline. Did they step out of bounds? Not sure. He tight ropes it, jumps back to the 45. I don't guess he was out of bounds. So a good return of a good punt. And Carthage is winning the field position battle, Mr. Shires.
Yep.
Stick around at halftime. We will have the Farmer State Bank halftime show, as we always do. We will begin with the Center High School Band. They are 8 days away from marching contest, at least the first round of marching contest. That's always exciting. You see them over there gathering, that huge band under the scoreboard, and then right over there, the Carthage Band as well. We'll also have the Chaparrals, and then we'll have the Colonel as he comes up and does a little halftime analysis, see what he's thinking. And then up close and personal, we'll meet our band drum majors. That's all at Farmer State Bank halftime. And I completely lost where the ball went.
Yeah, luckily I had it on Ronaldo.
Good.
It was blocked.
Hey, Ronaldo had it? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ronaldo. Oh, it was blocked at the line of scrimmage. That's
Uh-huh.
why. Okay. Yeah, it is not easy to call the game while you're filming the game.
It's tough up here. This glass in front of us seems to be tinted.
So here we go.
Rider defense needs to get a stop here to keep us in this thing.
Would be nice. And there's the handoff, moving to its right. Sandy Cox is a good State Farm agent. Just ask Drake. He knows. State Farm agents in general are pretty cool, but Sandy Cox has the answers to your questions. Like, what's best for me, for my kids, for my business, for my farm? For all of us in Shelby County, those questions can be answered at Sandy Cox State Farm.
Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with a primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading deep East Texas care provider, recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith, focused on family.
Defensively, we cannot let their motions and shifts take our eyes off our keys. Playing disciplined ball that way and trust what we see.
And I would say to this point, that's Coach Meeks with the defensive keys, obviously. That much we've done. They've had some big plays where good athletes break tackles, but I don't feel like we've been completely out of place yet.
No, I don't either. I don't think we've been fooled. I just think they have been able to execute on some plays.
Mm-hmm. Yep, for certain. And on this third down, after the timeout, taken by Carthage. That's dangerous. They've had time to cook up something just for this. Waiting for Surratt. Has a man beside him. Waits, looking downfield. The throw right across the middle, makes it completion. Good coverage, just a better throw down to the 30. And
we had the sergeant right there on him. I mean, it was right there. It was just reach up and knock it down.
Yeah. Yeah, good coverage, but not quite good enough. Ball at the 32-yard line. Clock ticking down to 4.5 minutes. Carthage with a 2-touchdown lead, driving again. Surratt looking again, going for all of it in the corner.
Oh, my.
How did he catch that? How did he catch that? Was that Timothy Johnson in coverage?
I don't think so.
No, that's number 5 on coverage. I believe that's Brandon Barnes.
But, I mean, you can't complain.
No,
the
right coverage was perfect, and it was just perfectly placed right over the shoulder where, I mean, it was between the receiver and the sideline, which is what you want. That's the way you draw it up.
Barnes to do anything more.
He had perfect coverage, and they still
dropped it right in the basket.
And the extra point is good. So it's 35-14 as Carthage starts to distance itself. The Rough Rider offense will try to keep it close when we come back. This is McAdams Propane, and this is CEO Josh McAdams. That's him on the cover of Texas Propane Magazine as the president of the state organization. He knows a thing or two about propane. He learned from his dad and his grandfather before him. Whether your business depends on propane or just your outdoor kitchen, McAdams puts the needs and the safety of their customers in first. It's McAdams Propane.
Hey, y'all got a dirty truck.
Well, then take it to Joe's Car Spa for a spa day.
At Joe's, they make them shine.
And they're standing by to work with the community.
They was elected best of Shelby County this year, and it's called Joe's, but it probably ought to be called Reed since Reed Grant owns it.
So, Billy Don, when it's time for your car or truck to have a spa day, where do you take it?
I don't know where.
Imagine what it would be like to be your tire.
That's not good, man. Watch where you're going.
It ain't easy work, so you don't want to trust it to just any old tire. No, you take your car and truck to Center Tire. It's an old tradition with a new chapter under Trey Burns, because being a tire is hard work.
Are we there yet?
All right, folks, here's the kickoff, and the Riders are going to field it, and we'll get back to the 20, about the 22-yard line, and that's where we'll be tackled. Riders down now 35-14. Imperative that we score a touchdown or get some points here before the half ends, because we do get the ball to start in the second.
We do, and you're right. This is 35-14 is not good news for the Rough Riders. But here is the good news. 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go. We've scored 2 touchdowns. If we could score this one, then by golly, everything's okay because you get the ball back. And so it could very well be by the time that Carthage gets the ball again with a chance to score, it's a 1-touchdown game. That could happen. Let's see if it does. Here's the snap. And ball comes around the left side, turns the corner, lowers his head about 5 yards in, and gets dropped. A good, solid 5-yard run game. That's the kind of stuff we talked about, getting the run game going. Not necessarily 30, 40 yards at a time, but 4 to 5.
Where's the other headset? The Colonel just walked in.
We can
get some bonus Colonel time.
That's right. That's important. If we could just find our headset. Oh, it's over there. It's over in the corner. And so here we go. A fake, throws it to the right. It's caught over to the right. It's going to, or is it caught? Nope, it was a little bit too high. Looking through this little glass, I couldn't tell. 3rd down and 5.5. Got to get the ball to cross the 30 to the 31. So maybe it's more like 5 3/4. Okay. To say that this is a critical down might be a little too obvious. Got to keep this drive going, get a Ray Jones first down. For a lot of reasons. Don't want the Carthage offense to have the ball this quick. We need to score. Got to get across the 30. There's the snap and the handoff. He goes around the left. He lowers his head. Good hard run. It's going to be short. He's going to come up about 2 yards short. And I don't know. Mr. Gregory, would you consider going for it on 4th and 2
certainly
here?
Consider going for it. He hadn't had to stop all night, but I would think about it. If anything, that 3 minutes and 20 seconds to manage that.
Flag on the field. But
I don't think that's a
maybe
flag.
that's not a flag. Maybe that's.
It's like we're calling timeout here.
Okay,
So think about it. Charge it to the Rough Riders.
That's a center timeout. You want to take a timeout or you want to stick around?
We're good to go, man.
Let's
Whatever.
take one and we'll come back.
We'll be right back. Hello.
Hey, man.
Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a third generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's.
If we're going to do it.
For no joke.
And we're going to do it. All good with it. Let's see what we got. Bulldogs shift the line. Looks like they're coming with some heat.
Yep.
Little gap blitz.
This is where if we could get Bellin outside, he could run forever.
And see if we can't get one of them off sides. That was the plan, it looked like. They held their water.
Not a bad idea.
No, not at all, because you're within 5 for sure. And they're ready to jump in those gaps.
So that's another timeout.
It is.
And the question is,
I still think you go for it.
yeah, I mean, you just lined up to see what they were going to show you. We weren't just trying to draw them off sides. We were looking to see. Oh, okay. All right.
We didn't take the timeout. We took a penalty. So now we would.
Oh, took a delay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Don't have too much of a problem with that.
So
if that scoreboard's accurate, we got 2 left.
That's right. 2 and 2.
But Carthage gets the ball, and they have most of their scores they've done in 3 minutes or less. So big challenge for the center defense to keep this one
Good
within
snap.
range.
Punter gets the ball, gets it off to the right side. It's going to dribble along the sideline. Good punt, takes a Rough Rider bounce. Going to be out of bounds at the Bulldog, let's call it 47-yard line.
Hometown clock. They didn't. That punt took no time off the clock. It should have taken 10 seconds.
Hey, we'd like to say thank you to our Rough Rider game sponsors. They are proud of all the area teams. They include Ace Hardware of East Texas, Covington Lumber, Center Tire, and McAdams Propane. Hey, thank you guys for your support of our area athletes.
What's that?
And here we go.
All right, so now absolute beyond critical.
Yeah.
That we keep.
Sure.
A turnover would be
ideal right here, and we're
ideal.
due for one. They come out. They got 3 receivers right, got 1 tight left, motion back cross formation. Surratt in the shotgun. Got more motion. Looks like jet sweep to the boundary. Sure is. We contain it. Get somebody in there. Good job. We'd like to see that alley get run a little quicker, so we get like maybe a 1-yard loss or a 1-yard gain. Nonetheless, we kept them corralled. That'll bring up 2nd and 3 for the Bulldogs at the Rough Rider 46-yard line. Surratt under center. We got a 2-by-2 here. Tight left. Looks like we're going stretch to the boundary. Held our ground pretty good. We just got to finish tackles.
What, if anything, do you know about this number 22, this Smith?
I know he runs hard.
Coach Meek says he thinks he's one of the best in this part of the state.
He runs hard. He's quick. He runs hard. He's got good vision. But it's not hard to have good vision when you're looking at five-yard gaps in front of you.
That's true. Yeah, nearsighted people.
I'm not
see
shorting
that.
the kid at all, but he's getting some good work from his boys up front there. And we're back to a little 2-by-2 set. Surratt in the shotgun, drops back to pass. Going back to the boundary, and great coverage there. He did a really good job of walling him off and running him into the boundary.
Who was that?
My eyes are failing me.
Yeah, it's okay.
Like I said, there's some tinting on this glass that just makes it hard to see.
That was a great job by that
Number
man.
Number 5, that's Barnes, who gave up the touchdown but had nearly perfect coverage on the touchdown.
Same type of coverage, except he didn't run the receiver out of bounds.
Bulldogs break the set. They have a little bunch formation to the right, tight bunch. Surratt under center. He's going to take the snap. We're going to have a inside run to the field. Got a big gaping hole, and it's going to be first down Bulldogs all the way down to the Rough Rider 20-yard line.
Yeah, I think that Smith is a fine runner, but man, I think I could have got 15 on that.
I could have gotten at least 5. I know that. 5 before these old legs failed me.
Ooh, that was a huge hole.
I'm no Sean Stilley, but I can still run a little bit.
Yeah, Sean Stilley, he was the quarterback for TCU back about 15, 20
He did something like that.
Well, a minute and a half to try to hold the Bulldogs out of the end zone.
Here we go. We got 3 receivers to the left with a tight end. Surratt back in the shotgun. He's going to drop back to pass. He's going to dump it off to his running back. Kind of overplaying. There we go. We found somebody get 22 on the ground with the first hit.
Who was that?
That was
number
the
15.
Sarge.
The number 15.
Problem is that's 8 yards downfield, but we'll give credit to Sarge with that.
Yeah.
He may be overplaying that out a little much. He was saying all week that they were trying to take that away. That's kind of their go-to bread and butter, get him to drop underneath it. Earlier in the game, they ran that and flared the back. They just did it again. He came downhill, made the play. Now he's going to get a breather. Put another defensive lineman in.
45 seconds.
Here we go. We got a little naked boot back out the back door there. Complete to number 21. Surratt's pass is complete to that's Jaden Jeffers. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line.
Well, 3rd and 1, I think.
I don't see the sticks up.
Oh, okay. Did they start that inside the 10? No, it's first down. They got first down. That's what it was. They just forgot. They didn't switch.
They'll bring up 1st and goal from the 6.
They got out of bounds, so 34.5 seconds left to go in the half. Plenty of time for them to do it. Rough Riders need some stops here, Colonel.
You got to hold them out. Here we go, tight formation. We're going to try the fade. It looks like it's a little overthrown, and it's incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It took 4 seconds off the clock there.
Yeah.
So might as well try that
He's calling for it again, it looks like.
What, on the way back you saying, I got this?
Number 9, that'd be Jet Surratt calling for that same play. Number 12 checks into the game. 15 checks back into the game for the Rough Riders.
If you're just joining us, Rough Riders are down by 3 touchdowns. If they hold them in the last 30 seconds, they get the ball to start the half. If they don't hold them, it's a 42-14
We certainly need that to happen.
Yeah.
Here we go. Got a bunch formation to the right, motion across. It's going to be a shovel pass. He's going to get down close, and he's going to work his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Thought they might have a chance to stop him.
Kind of had it diagnosed, but that motion outside really opened it up for him. That'll be a touchdown for the Bulldogs. That's what we didn't want to happen.
Nope. As you walked in, we had the ball.
Yep.
First down from the 20.
It's all my fault.
I know. First down from the 20, 4th down from the 21, and then 4th down and 2 from the 29. Went for it, but really didn't. Try to draw them off sides, kicked it, and they just had too much. The extra point is good, so it's 42-14 here in Carthage. the Bulldogs, #1 in the state, doing what they do.
Yep.
We'll be back with the last 22 seconds.
It's like we're having a little social club meeting down there.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Portacool, with over 30 years of expertise, has made significant strides. In October, they introduced the Apex series, which is a breakthrough in the field of evaporative coolers. The Apex series is not only the coolest, both in terms of temperature and design, but you can also control it with your phone. Portacool. Peak cooling. Intelligent control.
You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trips. Fun things to wear when you go outside. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the house warming in the fall, to your Christmas shopping and clothes for all year long, it's Ace Hardware, the helpful place of East Texas.
Rob says that
All
all
right,
the time.
well, welcome back, folks.
Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. And, you know, the Rough Riders had 22.7 seconds. All year they've been able to score that quickly. They just haven't been playing Carthage, but they really need some miraculous 22 seconds here to close the half. They kick it all the way out of the end zone. And so center will take it without losing any time from the 25.
That a little shovel pass looked like one of them single wing plays from the K-Roll Pilots back in 1948. That's fun stuff to watch.
From the who?
K-Roll Pilots, man.
1948.
They ran the single wing.
The 48 Pilots did, or?
I think through 46 through 51.
Where is that? Where is that city?
Cairo, Illinois. Oh. You're an English teacher. You don't know your Huck Finn? Come on now. Oh yeah. The light just came on.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't remember Huck playing for the Pilots.
The football started right after he made that barge.
Okay. That's how they traveled.
Yeah.
Team bus.
Helmet doubled as their billfold.
Glad to have Matt Gregory up here.
Looks like we're going to take this to halftime.
Okay. Yeah.
Either that or we're playing the Evangel set. We're going to snap it back at 7, throw it deep.
Philadelphia Eagles, Randall Cunningham.
That's it.
Yeah, okay. We'll try it.
We're going to go ahead and throw it. No, we're not going to throw it.
Not,
that ball wasn't in play yet.
Referee said, I'm taking all the element of surprise out of this. Give me that. What was that? It just hadn't started the play. What? He's even placed it 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Do they just not have it placed right?
I don't know.
Well, and the clock, like several seconds passed off the clock.
Mm-hmm. What's going on here?
All I know is that ain't normal. In a few seconds, though, we'll have a debut for the broadcast team as Holly Herndon, if things work out well. We'll interview Coach Meeks as he leaves the field. It'll be the first time we've done that since the counselor was on the sideline roving around with occasionally Chris Mayfield doing it. So hope that Holly is able to get that. It's going to be a lot going on. It's her first time, but I see her down around the 10-yard line right there. Well, that's her getting ready for the interview.
Yeah, I say that looks more like taking a knee.
Yeah, might as well do that. It's second down, so we'd already run a play as weird as that last play was.
Did somebody take a timeout?
I'm confused.
I am too. It's is it second down? Is it third down?
Why is the clock stopped? Oh, Bulldogs took a timeout.
All right, might as well.
They only have one left.
Mm-hmm. But if we run this ball and they can stop us with 4 seconds left, then we have to punt from our end zone.
No, we wouldn't. It'd be third going. Oh, it is third down now. We've been off on the down box over there.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
None of this makes any sense. But hey,
he's going to try to block a punt from our end zone.
Right, because he can stop it again.
He can.
Hell, we might as well throw it.
Why did it stop after first down, though? He only had 2 timeouts.
They're confused. The stadium clock is already gone to halftime or something.
Something is not right here because they only had 2 timeouts. Why did it stop after first down if we didn't take a timeout?
Right, yeah.
Well,
we're going to throw it. We're going to get tackled. We'll take care of the football. We're calling a timeout. 8.8 seconds.
And with 4th down, I mean, it would be hard to design a play that was guaranteed to last 9 seconds.
Yeah.
What an odd.
We just had a penalty. Did we? Or no. Final timeout.
Mm-hmm. Well, ain't that something?
There's some last 10-second strategery going on here.
Right, well, they're going to make you know they're going to come after the punt.
Sure.
Well, yeah, that's the good news is I get to tell you again about the Farmers State Bank halftime show. The Colonel's already here for halftime analysis, but before that, we will have the Center Rough Rider Band. I'm not sure that we'll be able to hear it because we're in that kind of soundproof room.
Well, I think we can. I think we're going to be able to.
Maybe so. I sure hope so. And if it works out, that will be really good. We'll also hear the Dairy Queen play of the first half. But then we'll have the band and the chaparrals brought to you by Bounds Insurance. Then we'll have that analysis. Then we'll have the Batters Law Firm scoreboard and Borders Poultry Supply up close and personal with our drum majors. 8 days from contest.
Here we go. We got punt formation. Bare minimum safety if you can't get it off because they are coming.
That's right.
There you go. Got it off. That will end the half. They are not going to attempt to return it.
Yeah, no,
it's going out of bounds with 5.3 seconds.
You got a hometown play clock, guy.
Yep. And they will throw the ball in the end zone here.
Yeah.
They will definitely do that.
Yeah, 42-14 is a kind of typical Carthage halftime score, but the whole goal, I mean, it's been that way for the last 20 years. Get a big enough lead to where all you got to do is bring your starters out for one series and then start playing the next generation of dominant. So 42-14 is probably enough to do that.
Yep.
49-14 definitely would be. So.
Maybe. I think he's probably ready to do it now.
Yeah.
But they have given up some flash touchdowns,
True.
And we have demonstrated the ability to move the ball.
And center gets the ball to start the half, so they don't score here. It's 42.
And have been in positions to get stops.
Yeah.
Just didn't finish the deal.
Couldn't quite finish. It's been really the first time this year that the defense has met its match, as it's been the surprise, really dominant unit of the two. All right, Mr.
Looks like we got our prevent set out there. We got 3-man line. We're going to play 3 deep, about 15, 20 yards, and they will just back up and expand that umbrella, try to keep all the raindrops inside. And he got out of bounds. There's 1.6 seconds left.
Got it close enough to throw a Hail Mary that he can control.
Are they going to try a field goal?
Looks like we played that snap with 10 men.
They're going to try a field goal. So this would be a 48-yard field goal, maybe the longest field goal, if it's made, I've ever seen in high school. I don't know if I've ever seen any much over 40. And he obviously can do it, or he wouldn't be out there.
1990, we're going to have a little timeout here to ice them down, but in 1990 at Kicking Mule Stadium in Lambertville, Michigan, the Kicking Mules of Temperance Bedford took on the Dearborn. I don't even remember what their mascot was.
The Bucks.
Dearborn. It's Dearborn, Michigan, the home of Ford Motor
Yeah.
Company.
Yeah.
A large population of Arab Americans. The kicker, Abdullah, I'll never forget the name, Abdullah Abdelnabi, 51-yard field goal.
Really?
We lost the game by 2 points.
Oh.
Yeah. I
So
saw it happen on a grass field. It's back when they still had the old blocks.
So you weren't just watching this. You were watching.
I was on the field.
You were on the field.
I heard the thud, and then I looked back and I went, that thing went through.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, had the 2 uprights. We didn't have these fancy ones.
Right, the H.
Didn't have pads either, so don't run into it.
It was on the back of the end zone, right? It wasn't.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. A 48-yarder.
And he got his foot into it, and that thing is good.
Oh, it had been good.
That'd been good from 52.
55.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that ends the half with, appropriately, what you would expect, something amazing. Hopefully, we're going to get a call right now from our on-the-field reporter. and we'll hear from Coach Meeks. If we don't, yep, there's the call. Hello there. Holly, you in place?
Hi, Coach Chris.
Hello. She's the
I
only
am
person.
approaching Coach Meeks right now.
Right, great. Well, if you get hold of him, we'll have the interview.
All right.
What
All
are we
right. Hey,
focusing
Coach
on?
Meeks. We are down by 31 points at the moment. What do you think happened in the first half?
You know, we started strong, and it was the one thing we talked about that we've done the last 2 years. We played well in the first quarter, and then we hit a lull, and that was the one thing that we needed to push through, and we started fast again, and just didn't play well in the second quarter.
All right. What are some keys for the next half?
Well, right now we got to continue to worry about us. It's the same thing every week. We're not worried about, we can't worry about the scoreboard. We got to continue to get better and do the things that we need to do to progress as a team. Because at the end of the day, this is one game. And so we can do some things here in the second half that are going to help us the rest of the way, or we can do some things that could really hurt us. And so we've got to make a decision at halftime of how we want to finish this thing.
All right. Thank you so much.
And thank you, Holly.
There you have it.
Well done.
Wow.
And he said the right stuff, and we got you on camera as well. Thank you, Holly. Well done.
Nice
All
work.
right. Yes, sir. Thank you.
She calls me Coach Chris. I got to go announce the band.
All right, it's going to leave it to us. We'll hear from a couple sponsors. When we come back, it'll be the Farmers Bank halftime show next here live on NetSN.
This is McAdams Propane. And this is CEO Josh McAdams. That's him on the cover of Texas Propane magazine as the president of the state organization. He knows a thing or two about propane. He learned from his dad and his grandfather before him. Whether your business depends on propane or just your outdoor kitchen, McAdams puts the needs and the safety of their customers in first. It's McAdams Propane. Welcome, everyone, to the Farmers State Bank Halftime Show. The show tonight features analysis by Colonel Matt Gregory, Borders Poultry Supply with their Up Close and Personal segment will bring us an interview with the Center High School drum majors. Then the Center High School band will perform, brought to you by Bounds Insurance Agency. They also bring you the Center High School Chaparrals. Then we'll bring you the halftime scoreboard, brought to you by the Bowles Feed Blimp. And now, they call him the godfather of the ukulele. Your host, the counselor, Stephen Shires.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Farmers Bank halftime show. We see our Torters are out performing, and soon after that will be the Center High School Marching Band as they will begin their performance. And we're going to see that right now. Welcome back, folks. It's the Farmers Bank halftime show. And now it's time to enjoy the pride of Shelby County, the Center High School Marching Band, under the direction of Chris Smith.
And now, presenting the prize of the county, the award-winning Center High School Marching Band.
Thank you for watching your award-winning CHS band.
And now, the sweethearts of Shelby County, the Chaparrals.
All right, folks, here's the Sweethearts of Shelby County about to perform. We're not going to have much music. It'll just be able to watch them because we're having to do the camera from inside here in the press box. Folks, our chaparrals are brought to you by Bounds Insurance. Go see Buster Bounds for all your, I call it unique insurance needs. Colonel, when I need somebody to get a performance bond for a guardianship or an estate, I mean, I go see Buster for that. But I'm sure he does all kinds of other stuff, but I know he specializes in unique things.
A staple of Center Texas and Shelby County, they're Bounds Insurance.
Absolutely. You're already playing a little Dancing Queen.
The Center High School Chaparrals.
All right, everybody, that's the Center High School Chaparrals, the Sweethearts of Shelby County. We're here from Buster Bounds, and we'll continue with the Farmers Bank Farmers Bank halftime show right after this.
For most Center Rough Rider fans, Center Texas is home. You think of home, it brings thoughts of places that have been there your whole life. One of those places is Bounds Insurance. Bounds is here in the present, yesterday, and will be tomorrow. Bounds Insurance for a lifetime.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Farmers Bank halftime show. It's now time for our expert analysis. Excuse me. We've had the Colonel up here for a good amount of time calling play-by-play. Now let's go ahead and we kind of hinted at it a little bit, but let's talk about it some more. I mean, you want to start on the offensive side of the football or the defensive side of the football?
You call it.
All right, let's start with the offensive side.
All right.
We've early on in the first quarter, we were able to move the football. And,
we've had periods where we move the football, run the ball. It's just get behind the sticks, whether it be a penalty or a lost yardage play. It's that's a good attacking defense. It's hard to overcome lost yardage plays and long distance situations, especially on third down.
Right.
Like we saw right there with that fourth down play that we ended up calling a timeout on. They were pinned back. They were going for broke, or that they were going to fill all the gaps, come running up the field. But if you pop a gap,
right,
it's the other way real fast. So offensively, we can move the football. Well, throwing the ball, a lot of our perimeter stuff's working. Again, we're able to run the ball, and so I know that the desire to shorten the game and possess football was part of this week and slow the offensive tempo down a little bit, and we did that. Going into second quarter, we'd run a lot of time off the clock, and it was a tight game. A few plays break down here and there, and then it gets out of hand quick.
Yeah, I mean, I think do we punt 3 or 4 times? Three times. Yeah, just 3 times.
Right.
I mean, with 3 punts and then 2 touchdowns on 2 possessions.
And their possessions have taken time too.
Yeah.
And so that's because even though the score doesn't indicate it, we've been in a position to get them stopped and just haven't closed the deal.
Yeah.
So their drives are taking several plays, which is also running time off the clock. They're finishing their drives. We're not finishing all of our drives. And part of, that has more to do, like Coach Meek said, has to do with the Rough Riders. We get them in a long yardage situation, we have got to get them off the field.
Yeah.
Especially, and Coach Surratt, if you've ever watched him over and over in the first quarter, he's going to go for those fourth downs.
Yeah.
He has absolute belief he's going to convert, mainly because he wants to get you behind on the scoreboard as fast as he can, as much as he can, as quick as he can, because I think he's just more comfortable playing that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. He buys those index stocks, not those meme stocks.
That's right.
You know what I mean? He likes safety.
Right. And we talked about that defensive bit. I mean,
I have no idea of his investment portfolio, by the way.
I'm sure it's immense.
Yeah.
But I mean, defensive. It's like what you said. We were able to get them in long distances behind the sticks.
We had a 4th and 8 that we let him convert.
Yeah. We've had several. First and 15, first and 20s, and we've just been unable to finish them off and get off the field.
Let's look at why. Part of the reason is they're doing a real good job. We put a lot of speed on the field, some talented kids.
Yeah.
And, if you try to go lateral on us, we're going to have kids that run in behind gaps or run in behind blocks and catch people from the back or stretch plays out where support comes. They're doing a real good job of playing the game between the B gaps and coming straight at us.
Oh, yeah.
With as you mentioned, some real good offensive line play and some really talented, sturdy, hard-running running backs.
Yeah.
So that's one reason why. I think at times we've had them out of sync in the passing game, taking away some things that they do that are kind of like safety blankets to them. Like to the short side of the field, they're going to throw a 10, 15-yard out. Well, we've been dropping underneath those. Or we've been playing him tight. So that takes that read away. He has to come off to 2 and 3, and he's been off on some throws because he's been out of rhythm. So I like what we're doing there. It's if we can shore things up between the B gaps. We defensively through the year we've been real good on the edges, getting pressure and creating things. By formation, he's putting people to take care of the edges.
Right.
So even though we're sealing things off, they're still able to get the ball in the B gaps.
Yep.
Like if they run to the ball of the boundary, the strong side end can come down and make the play, or vice versa. Well, they're putting extra people there to cut off those pursuit lanes.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's what we expect.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right. And as far as the second half, I mean, we obviously need to come out with get the ball and go and put some points on.
Yeah, we need to have a great drive that ends in 6 points.
Yeah.
We can take 3, but we need 6.
Right.
And then we need to come out and assert ourselves defensively, get a stop. Anything that doesn't lead to 6 points, we're going to call a win, and we'll just improve from there.
Yeah. All right. That sounds good, folks. That's the Colonel up here. probably the least fun we've had. Yes, sir, Mr. Wallington.
I just wanted to say thank you to the Colonel. And I also wanted to say thank you to the Piney Woods game sponsors that are for both us and for Larry and Joe elsewhere. They include Haslam Tire Company back in the Joaquin Rams, First National Bank in Tenaha back in the Tigers, Dairy Queen and Center back in Shelbyville tonight in their game against Garrison. Each of them are proud of their team and all the other championship caliber organizations throughout Shelby County and East Texas. And there you go. We are now about ready to go up to the blimp. Let me see if I can get the official phone of the Watlington Shires Pierce Productions. And let's call up to the blimp and see if she is in the house. I'm going to say that she is.
Live from 20,000 feet.
Yeah. Hello? Hello?
Hey.
Hey, there she
guys.
is. Captain Porterfield. So what's going on across the world in halftime?
Well, it's time for some other scores from the Batters Law Firm halftime scoreboard from the beautiful Bowles Feed Blend. Hey, today's tip from Ken, his tip of the week, cultivate a winning attitude. Good advice.
That's what Ken Bowles says.
That's what Ken says. He lives by that. All right, we begin with scores from Shelby County. Larry Pierce's game on NetSN. Just saw a score. Garrison 20, Shelbyville 14.
Good game.
Tight game.
Garrison just did that. Also, Tenaha 20, Alto 28.
Wow, good game there.
Yeah, Timpson 20, Hemp Hill 14, Joaquin 28, San Augustine 7.
Okay.
And in 4A Division II, District 8, that's Centers District, here are a couple of scores. Brownsboro Bears 14, Athens Hornets 28.
Okay.
Bullard 7, Rusk 7. So that's been interesting kind of.
Yeah, I'm surprised Brownsboro.
Defensive battle, yeah.
Brownsboro is still in that one, so that's good news.
Yeah. So that's the Batters Firm scoreboard, and we have special guests Kinsley and Aiden who say,
"When it matters, call Batters."
There you go.
They're in the blimp. That's awesome.
We brought our grandkids in the blimp.
I got to do that.
They're helping me clean it up. Anyway, here in Carthage, your halftime score, Center 14, Carthage 45. We'll talk to you again in the third quarter.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Lee. How about that? That's about as good as it gets.
Yep.
Special guest stars. All right. Well, we will hear now from East Texas Auto Motor, who brought you the analysis, and some other of our sponsors. We'll be back with more of the Farmer State Bank halftime with the Borders Poultry Supply Up Close and Personal segment. We take our cars for granted, but what happens when they won't start, or they won't run, or they won't turn off, or you get the lights on the dash that say something's wrong and you don't know what to do with it? East Texas Auto Care. It's on Tenaha Highway as you leave town on the left, and they can take care of everything. The trained technicians understand the complicated electronics as well as the engine itself. The Mendoza family would love to take care of you and your vehicle at East Texas Auto.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Everybody, welcome back to the Farmers Bank halftime show. It's now time for our Up Close and Personal, brought to you by Borders Poultry. This week, Chris got up close and personal with our
all three
of our
band. Our drum majors.
Drum majors. Thank you.
The word.
Thank you. It's been one of those evenings. But anyway, now let's take it away to Chris with his interview.
I am here with the Center High School drum majors. Right after practice, you see the band coming back from practice. Let's get them to introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Mary. I'm a junior this year.
And tell me your last name.
Mary Ka.
Mary Ka.
Hi, I'm Jalea Moore. I'm a senior this year.
Jalea Moore.
Yes.
Jalea. Tell everybody why I'm trying to get that down.
Because every Friday for the past 3 weeks, he's gotten it wrong.
I have butchered your name. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Azul Figueroa, and I'm a junior this year.
And I think I've gotten your name right.
You haven't gotten my last name right, though.
Figueroa.
Yes, Figueroa.
Okay. Golly. So this is the first year drum majoring, I think, for the three of you. Is that right?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit, Mary, about that. What about drum majoring do you know now that you didn't know when you tried out?
I guess the movements to start a forward march and a halt.
Okay. What's something that you have found out, Jalea, that you didn't know?
Probably it's a lot to remember. You can't really mess up because if you mess up, then the band messes up.
Right.
So
yeah.
it's a lot to handle.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure.
What are some of those things that you have to remember? She talked about positions and movements.
You have to remember when to halt, like what number to subtract and where to land, especially for the band. Like if we blow a wrong whistle, everybody's wrong.
So are you the whole drill? Are you guys counting?
Yes, we have to count.
And there's numbers that you have memorized, and you have to count.
And spots you have to memorize.
At some point, do you kind of know just from the music where it is?
Yes, we've learned over time.
Once you repeat it, you start to learn it.
This is week 4. Have you gotten to the point where you kind of know that, at least for the first half of the drill?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that stuff's interesting because nobody except for other drum majors know. Well, thank you for being with us, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
When you need supplies for your poultry farm, remember Borders Poultry Supply on Highway 87 South here in Center. The folks at Borders Poultry are ready to help you with parts for your brooders, chore time and rock cell feeders, and new drinker systems. Do you need a new incinerator? Are you ready for a new litter barn or compost shed? Do you need some updates on your poultry farm? Call 598-6297. Borders Poultry Supply, builders of quality poultry houses.
Hey, y'all got a dirty truck.
Well, then take it to Joe's Car Spa for a spa day.
At Joe's, they make them shine.
And they're standing by to work with the community.
They was elected best of Shelby County this year, and it's called Joe's, but it probably ought to be called Reed since Reed Grant owns it.
So, Billy Don, when it's time for your car or truck to have a spa day, where do you take it?
I don't know where.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
All right then, the halftime celebration is over. Now it's time for the second half of Rough Rider football. And now, let's take you to the counselor, Stephen Shires.
At Shelby Savings Bank, the same thing that's true at the Selma Street location is true at the North Branch. It's where banking meets the smile. They're not just friendly tellers, they're your friendly tellers. And the smile on Manager Janet's face, it's contagious. When you say Shelby Savings Bank is your friendly hometown bank, well, you hit it right on the nose.
Off. Oh my goodness gracious! We are not professional broadcasters, Chris Wallington.
How do you know?
Because I think our thing was the Yamaha mixer was on mute when we talked about our Ray Jones keys.
Oh no! So you've been wondering about those keys? Well, okay.
Let's just go back through it one more
Yeah,
time.
just in case it was on mute. Whoa.
It was on mute. I'm positive about that. It was completely my fault. This has not been a sterling broadcast by me. But again, I want to come out and see us put together a drive in this first drive, go down and put the ball in the end zone. Then I want to see our defense stop their first team offense. Just
once.
Just do it. Just
Just
stop
do
them.
it. Right.
And then just see what happens. And
that would be great.
Yeah.
I know. 41 points was the prediction from at least a Pigskin Prep, where I kind of check in with that group of prognosticators. And I mean, we're the number 23 team in the state, and we were 41-point underdogs. And Carthage is proving them right with a 31-point lead at halftime. Oh, my goodness. All right, is that what it is? Yeah, 31. So, yeah, here comes the kickoff. The Rough Riders at least do get to start. I'm getting some comments from some of our fans, and I do appreciate it as far as the clarity of the picture and all. We're doing everything we can on that. It's just perhaps maybe the internet's a little bit slow, but apologies there. Here comes the opening kickoff, and it's going to be returnable as the Rough Riders stumble. Drop it. Go back and pick it up. Boy, that's a good way to start it. And Buddy breaks some tackles. A lot of times that kind of bad start ends up in a good finish. Not so good as we get back to the 15-yard line. And our field position woes continue, Mr. Shires. Oh, well. Ain't what we were hoping for field position as we start on the 15-yard line. We'll actually make that the 16-yard line. Shires, you were looking in on the way up here and telling me Carthage is so good that if they were in for a big school, they would still be number one.
They would be number one.
And if they were in 5A little school, they'd be ranked about number 4.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
And 6A football, they would be ranked. Oh, here we go. There's a nice run, but good job by their cornerback to force Bellin out for a loss of about 3 yards.
That's a big-time play by number 12, Carson Crawford. Just wouldn't let TJ get going. And, boy, not many defenders have been able to do that with Bellin this
he
this
needed
year.
to cut it up right off tackle.
A loss of 5. And you were saying that if they were in 6A, they'd be in a top 20 team?
It'd be number 8.
Number 8 in small 6A.
No, in 6A, there is no big and small.
Okay. So how about that? I mean, they would be a top 10 team in all classifications. That's how solid Carthage is. Here's the snap. And he's going to pass. Looking downfield.
He got him. That was caught.
Yeah, it was caught.
That's caught inbounds.
Way out of bounds.
No, it was. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see what they're doing. Yeah, it's a catch.
Wow, you're kidding?
Yeah, he definitely got a foot in.
They said catch. Awesome. Who is that?
Tim Johnson.
Of course it is. Oh, boy, I wish we could see that again. I just didn't think there was any way he was going to be able to catch that inbounds.
But he definitely did. I saw it. He got a foot in.
I believe, that the Carthage crowd is not protesting. In fact, if anything, they're kind of applauding a great play, big play on second down. Handoff this time. Good move in the backfield. He cuts it upfield, and that is a definite gain. Good for about 5. And by the way, Shires, on that last play, that was a Ray Jones first down. It's the first time we've had one in a while.
Yeah.
So I wanted to say that extra loud. Second down and about 5, ball on the 43. Got to get to the 38. Bellin and company looking over to the sideline to get the play. and there's no time on the play clock. They're just now setting the play clock. So we got a little free there. Another handoff. Moves to his right. Stutter steps in the backfield, has to lower his head. But when you're having to make moves in the backfield, that's usually a bad sign.
I think we've gotten good yards on first down. It's been the unproductivity on second down that's got us in trouble.
That's a good point. Of course, the last first down on second down, it was the big long pass to Johnson. But generally on the ground, first down's been pretty good. Second down's been pretty not. So a big third down here. Given where we are in the game and on the field, you would think if it's makeable at all, we'd go for it on fourth down. Hopefully we won't have to. Bluford next to Bellin in the backfield. He hands it to Bluford right up the middle, and they tackle him. It looked like a rodeo as Bellin gets tackled by number 70. What a big old boy. That was their Colt Hodges. Yeah, he's about the size of a guy named Colt Hodges. That's good. That's about accurate. And got about a yard. So 4th down and 4. Not ideal down in distance. You'd want to get a little bit closer than that. But Riders are going to go for it. Ticking down to 9:25 and counting. And there's the snap. And there's the fake. And there's the rush. Bellin sets and throws deep into the end zone.
Broken up.
Broken up. Double coverage. That's about all he could do. About all he could do. So a good first down. The start of a good drive, but on 4th down and 4, unable to convert. Well, that's half of what you said the keys were, Shush.
Yeah.
So maybe we can get that stop on the first team. And then, if we don't, it'll be 48 or 52-14, and I think we will see the second string. We had lunch, as we usually do in Carthage, at the Chinese buffet, and the people sitting next to us said, well, we are going to the game. They were all wearing red. We kind of hope it's a big win because we're there to see the third string quarterback, and he doesn't get to play until the 4th quarter if it's a big lead. I thought, man, our 4th string quarterback never sees the field on purpose, but in Carthage you actually get some playing time. Let's see if we can keep that from happening. On first down, Surratt looks, passes over to his right. Good catch by his receiver. That's number 2. And he was prevented really by the sideline from doing much. That's Blake Marion. But it's good for a full 6. And you see, that's just such a quick strike. Bam. And it's 2nd down and 4. I like that kind of play. 2 receivers left, 1 right. His tailback, Smith, is right next to Jet Surratt. When he was born, said, I think I'm going to raise a quarterback. A handoff right up the middle and a lot of razzle-dazzle to take your eyes off of what's going on. But, boy, the Rough Riders had that one blocked up good. And no gain, 3rd down and 4. So a play designed for big results, get nothing for the Bulldogs. 3rd down and 4 for center.
So we'll see what we can do. If we can 2 more downs here to get them off the field.
Yeah, unless it's a sack and a big loss, you think they're probably going to go for it on 4th down. 8:28 to go, 3rd down. There hasn't been very many 3rd downs for the center defense in this game.
Well, there have been several. We just haven't been able to capitalize. They're going to come right up the middle.
That's
no, they're going to throw it.
Looking easy pass right to the tight end. It looks like it. He lowers his shoulder. They don't get the tackle. To the 30, to the 20, down to the 20. He's big and he's fast, and he's brought down in the red zone at about the 5. 1st and goal to go. They're pretty good, Shire. We were all embracing for a run up the middle, and it didn't come.
No, instead they do the play action pass to the tight end. And he's wide open, and then we have the chance to make the stop and just can't bring him down.
And so, here we go. Man in motion. Handoff right up the middle. He finds the hole. He lowers his shoulder, and it's a touchdown. So that was a 5-play drive, I think. Yeah, they got only 2 first downs, 5, maybe 6 plays, and with 7:28 to go, they do exactly what they want to do, exactly what they always do. And one of these years, Mr. Shires, the Rough Riders are going to come away with a win against these Bulldogs, but it doesn't look like it's going to be tonight. Extra point from the field goal kicker that kicked a 48-yarder. The extra point is good as well. We'll be right back with more from Bulldog Stadium.
Hey, y'all got a dirty truck.
Well, then take it to Joe's Car Spa for a spa day.
At Joe's, they make 'em shine.
And they're standing by to work with the community.
They was elected best of Shelby County this year, and it's called Joe's, but it probably ought to be called Reed since Reed Grant owns it.
So, Billy Don, when it's time for your car or truck to have a spa day, where do you take it?
I don't know where.
Sandy Cox is a good State Farm agent. Just ask Drake. He knows. State Farm agents in general are pretty cool, but Sandy Cox has the answers to your questions. Like, what's best for me, for my kids, for my business, for my farm? For all of us in Shelby County, those questions can be answered at Sandy Cox State Farm.
All right, it's time for our Shelby Savings Bank kickoff.
Something that the Bulldogs have done a lot more than the Rough Riders tonight. Rough Riders kicked off 3 times. Carthage now, this is their 9th kickoff of the night. And there's the kick. It's deep, and the Rough Riders just let it go in the end zone, and they'll take it at the 25. And really, for the most part, the 25 has been some of the best field position the Rough Riders have enjoyed today. Is when they do get a chance to return the kick, normally they don't quite make it to the 20. So just another outstanding, all-around good play by this Bulldog team. It's frustrating. It's because it's not just frustrating as a fan. It's frustrating as an announcer. How many ways do you say, wow, them Bulldogs are good?
Yep. I mean, what Shakespeare said, let me count the ways.
Yeah, that's right. And because this is a 5-0 Rough Rider team. It's played some good teams, but there are 4A teams, and then there's Carthage for the most part, and they're in a different league. So there's a snap and a handoff, and Bluefridge going around the right-hand side. He breaks, gets around the corner, lowers his shoulder, good hard running, and that's good to see. But like you said, Shires, on first down, good yardage. We'll see what happens on second. Second down and 3.
Yeah, we've generally not been productive on this down, and that's what's got us in trouble offensively.
It's on second down. Now, second and 3, maybe a 1-yard gain will be okay, but I would love to see them get the first down here. Well, they hand off right up the middle, a little bit of running, misdirection from the quarterback, slowed the defense down, but still they're able to stop him, Shires, at the line of scrimmage.
I think you got your yard.
Think?
There's a flag on the play.
No,
so
and a flag.
Hold it.
Hold the phone.
Oh, offsides. It'll be a first down.
Okay.
Ray Jones Chevrolet first down.
Yeah. Doesn't feel right when it's on an offsides penalty, does it? But by golly, we'll take it. About the only aspect of the game that the Rough Riders have won tonight has been penalties, as Carthage has had more penalty yardage than the Rough Riders. So, snap, handoff. They're trying to establish a run still. They get about 3 good yards to the 40. Second down and 7. Well, interesting.
I was worried about that. I thought that looked like that was going to crash down, but we're able to squeak through a hole there.
And they, we never huddle. But with just under 6 minutes to go, second down and 7. 2 receivers each side. are having to respect the run. Is this where we fake it and pass? Yeah, he's rolling to his right. He looks downfield. He has a man open. Can they make the catch? He do. Yep. Caught at the 20, tackled at the 10. Big play to Timothy Johnson. Yep, they can do that, Shires. He was basically wide open. He outran the coverage from number 5, Jaden Lewis, who has, for the most part, been beaten tonight by Johnson every time that he's had a chance to be.
All right, official timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters. Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a third generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's.
All right, here we go. We're back in play.
First down in the red zone for the Rough Riders. A good, beautiful Ray Jones first down to Timothy Johnson. The 2 big plays in the half, both to him. And, fumbled.
That's all right. It's going to be offsides, though, I think.
Is there going to be a penalty on that?
Yeah, I think there's going to be a penalty offsides. And look, do we have a different quarterback in? I think we have Wolf in as quarterback, right?
Really? Well, what just happened? Why come?
There's an injury, so Bellin came out.
Bellin came out.
Looks like he's back. He was only gone for one play.
Oh, that's good.
So it's going to be 1st and 5.
Well, okay. That play didn't go well, but didn't matter because another penalty on Carthage. So on 1st and goal from the 5 in the State Farm red zone, hand off to the right-hand side, and boy, the Bulldogs are all over that one.
We got a little bit.
Didn't have much to go on there. You see Bellin right there back in the game. And that's good news. We need him.
We can't get a first down.
No. Second and goal from –
No, it's not.
No, it's not second goal. The first down was it on the –
We can get a first down without scoring.
Yeah, we can. But how would it be about the 7-inch line? There's the snap. Handoff up the middle. They're pushing him way back. Look at that. He goes back to about the 20-yard line, and they're going to get a flag on that. That's a little bit ridiculous, says the referee.
I mean, did they blow the whistle? That'll be 1st and goal.
Yep. Center staff talking it over. We'll see how that all shakes out, but we wanted to see the Rough Riders score. We really kind of wanted them to see them score first after having stopped, and then stop the Bulldogs. Right. But at 52-14, they have not just packed it up. Offense has come back and has actually played pretty well here on this drive. And it is 1st down and goal. Ball about the 3. The handoff around the right side, just over the right tackle. Is he going to get in? That's a touchdown. Touchdown Rough Riders here with 4:01 to go. Well done on kind of a bounce-back touchdown after giving up the first one in the third quarter. 52-20 now. As they bring in the extra point team. We'll see. There's the snap, there's the kick, and it is very well done. We have any replay from Center Glass replay on this one?
No.
Nah. We'll just go to break. It's 52-21 as the Rough Riders score here in Carthage. We'll be right back for more Rough Rider football on NetSN.
Portacool, with over 30 years of expertise, has made significant strides. In October, they introduced the Apex series, which is a breakthrough in the field of evaporative coolers. The Apex series is not only the coolest, both in terms of temperature and design, but you can also control it with your phone. Portacool, peak cooling, intelligent control.
At Watson & Sons, their family serves your family. It begins with their facilities, their inviting and warm chapel, and their elegant lobby, and their unique product room where you can shop for the choices your tribute requires. They've been serving your family at Watson & Sons since Scott built it in 1998, but their family has been serving you for over a century.
It's always good to have with us on our broadcast, JBI Insurance. Joe Bill Mattier raised Rough Riders in the 80s, two pretty good ones, and has been insuring Rough Riders along with Dragons and Rams and the whole gang since 1981. We appreciate Joe Bill Mattier Insurance. Well, there's the Rough Riders getting ready to kick, and there is the kick. And it's a long one. Fielded at, well, they're going to let it go. They didn't.
It barely went into the end zone.
Yeah. They let it go, and then he had to go prepare to pick it up in case it didn't make it. But it did get. And there you go. There is. The Bulldogs will start in probably their worst field position of the game at the 25-yard line. That's about the average spot where the Rough Riders take over. Okay, Mr. Shires, is this the first team? Did that touchdown bring Jet Surratt back? Yep, looks like he's coming into the game. As that's him right there directing the offense. So we have another chance to stop him. See what happens. There's the snap and the handoff. Going to the left. There's a flag that comes in towards the end of it. It's a good gain on the play, almost a first down. We'll see what the penalty is.
Oh, crud. Face mask.
Face mask, so that 8 or 9 yards gets 15 yards added to it. And they will be almost to midfield when they finish marking this one off. Yeah, that's not what we needed at all. So they start at the 25, they gain 9 yards, and then a courtesy of penalty, they get all the way to the 49-yard line. So just hard to make hay, isn't it, when that happens? Ball on the 48-yard line. Rough Rider defense been just had more than it could handle really tonight on all of the possessions. Here comes a quick pass downfield. And now that is something we have been able, for the most part, to handle is the long passes. They've had a couple of perfect passes that were complete, but otherwise the Rough Rider secondary has been up to covering the best team in the state. Now, the running defense, maybe not. That's Junior Henderson, the receiver, covered by Timothy Johnson. Johnson wins that battle, and it's 2nd down and 10 from the 48. And man in motion. There's the handoff, and it's stuffed up the middle. Rough Riders push it back, and that's going to be no gain at all, maybe a yard. Oh, well, he just kept running well after the whistle. Good, hard, physical play.
Yeah, we can't hear the whistle. We don't know when the whistle
right.
went.
But the way they mark it is a 1-yard gain, so 3rd down and 9 for the center defense. What do you think, Shires? Is it possible that they might punt if there's no gain here on 4th and 9?
That's a good question. Let's get them in 4th down before we even try to guess about that. In a relatively tight.
He's going to go deep.
It could be intercepted. And it is intercepted by number 4.
Intercepted by the Rough Riders. That ball returning it to the 30. There's a flag down, and he's brought down at the 39.
Phooey. They're going to call. I think they're going to call holding, not on Vadrine, but on the other guy that was there. But I believe it's going to be a penalty on the Rough Riders.
Is it going to be a post turnover?
No.
That's.
I think it was going to be called on. Again, I don't think it's on Vadrine, but I think it was on the other defensive back. Let's see what they call it. Where's the official?
No, I don't see Mr. White Hat.
There he is. There he is.
Rogers on the coverage violation. And so there you go. Finally get the break, although it may be a little bit late. It's still a break, and it's canceled by penalty. And, the Rough Riders haven't been penalized that much at all tonight. And that one just came at the absolutely, utterly wrong time.
Well, the 2 times, the big sack, there was a penalty. I mean,
Right.
when we've made a good defensive play, there's been a penalty.
And so here's the snap. The handoff to the right gets through the first line of defense, but the linebackers come and do what they're supposed to do. Very late hit, though. And here comes the extracurriculars. So I was between camera shots. I don't know exactly what happened. Was that an obvious, easy call?
Well, I don't know. The players seem to be playing longer than, we saw the previous play where the running back kept running. I wonder when they're blowing the whistle down there. He wasn't out of bounds.
Come on, ref.
Well, the coaching staff next door to us doesn't much like the call. But
Well, he darn sure wasn't out. They said personal foul, late hit, out of bounds. He was not out of bounds. I mean, the play might have been blown dead, but I think we've seen multiple occasions where play continues.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think the referees are blowing the whistle when they should, and then they get upset. Because what we've seen, 22 doesn't go down. He does not go down easy, and so I think that was. I don't agree with that particular call.
Some kind of altercation is causing trouble in the crowd. Everybody looking to their left. I think somebody fell down accidentally in the stands. I had my attention for a moment, but here's the first down snap.
It's going to be a hold.
Rolling to his right, has an absolutely
Doesn't matter.
wide open player.
It does not matter.
Okay,
it is
so
coming back.
Good. A beautiful pass, though, for a wide open receiver that crossed the field from left to right. But if that's going to be a hold, that's one that we could use. After
That's
penalties,
definitely a hold.
Penalties have been the gift that's gotten the Bulldogs after some really good center defense. On this drive, the penalties have really, really helped the Bulldog cause, as if they needed more help. But we'll see if this does indeed bring that touchdown back.
It was clearly a hold, a tackle. It should be a 20-yard penalty. It was such
a flagrant hold.
Yeah. Oh, for crying out loud!
Another a second penalty, and I don't know what that was. Did you see the second one?
No, but it was. They say it was on the Rough Riders, so it's a
offsetting penalties. At least it takes the touchdown off the board. So I guess if that really goes our way. But just inside the State Farm red zone, where the red-clad Bulldogs have spent most of this red-clad evening, $1:45 to go in the third quarter. In that minute and 45 seconds, we'll go back up to the Bowles feed blimp. And, the pilot doesn't get a whole lot of credit. I mean,
the first mate,
Mr. Porterfield, gets the blimp where it needs to go.
Yeah.
But the captain is the one we get to hear talk. Well, the referee over here is talking.
He's trying to explain it to both sides.
Yeah, what was going on. And I understand this offsetting call. What I don't understand was how the first half ended. And
is that Pete Lowe walking? Get a shot of the 40-yard line. Is that Pete Lowe walking across the field?
Yeah, and remember that altercation we were talking about? Something was going on over there, and the center police officer is going over to see if they can help.
Well, this is interesting.
Yes, the whole team is moving to its left and encouraging everybody to stand up. And that's what's going on in the Bulldogs. Meanwhile, over here, the Rough Riders are now being talked to by the same referee. I have no idea, y'all. This is where we need you on the sidelines.
Yes.
We're in a soundproof booth, and it's really hard to make heads nor tails out of what's going on. Check this out over here. Now, Meeks, escorted by the referee, is going out to talk to Surratt. So,
along with the police officers.
Yeah. So I thought someone had hurt themselves to the left in the stands over close to where the Carthage band is. But it must have been something else, an altercation of some sort. And it was really troubling all the Carthage fans, as some of them are getting up to leave. Boy, how bizarre. And we're right here closer to it than any center fan, and we're probably the only two people in purple that don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I think what they may be doing is they may have been cheering. It's just a theory, because I think this game's about to be called. I don't know that for sure.
Folks are leaving like it's over.
Yeah. So the two coaches have met with the referee. The whole center team is over here as far away from one another as they can be.
I've never seen as much as such. It looks like they're fixing to set the ball for play, though. It looks like we might be back on schedule.
Yeah, okay, so that's two post-game questions that have really nothing to do with how did you think your team played and that kind of. It's just, can you explain two things to us? The last 10 seconds of the first half, and at 1:45 to go in the third quarter, what was the deal? And I don't think it will be any big secret, because I have a feeling that a lot of people here know exactly what happened. I'm not sure that the coaches next door to us know what's happened, because they're in the same soundproof rooms.
Yeah, they have headsets with
I guess
the
they would be
guys on the
updated
field.
from the coaches, but yeah, how bizarre. How bizarre. We do appreciate Mooney's Emporium. As Christmas gets closer, Mooney's needs to move up your list of priorities for gifts that absolutely please the lady in the room, but also the gentleman, especially those that like to cook on outdoor grills.
Well, right, you have that, but going back to the ladies, I talked to Shell a couple of days ago, and she said she has a new shipment of Consuela purses that have come in. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, Christmas time coming around. Yeah, so go check on that.
A good tip.
She also said she had some jalapeno cheese biscuits, which really piqued my attention.
I would rather have that personally.
I know, but
than a Consuela purse.
I know, but that's just you and me. Yeah. But what if you got a Consuela purse with some biscuits mixed in it? Yeah. That would be the perfect couple present.
That's not bad. There you go. There you go, kids. Give that gift to your parents for Christmas. The Consuela purse with the jalapeno biscuits. You heard it here. Well, it's first down after the penalty and the long constitutional convention.
I'm with you. I thought they were calling the game for a second.
I was about to say that because the Bulldogs were celebrating. You don't usually celebrate offsetting penalties. Here's the handoff on first down now. He gets through. He gets to the 10 for the first down. They continue to push. He's out of bounds at first down and goal, and we'll see if there's a flag on that play.
Well, we did knock him out of bounds, so it could be a penalty.
Yeah.
We knocked him down. We tackled him. That could be a penalty.
That's right. Who knows? First down, ball on the 8.
Not that the officiating decisions over the last 4 or 5 game minutes have any effects on the outcome of the game,
no.
but it sure seems like that.
That's right. This is the first team offense, and our first team defense got one more chance to stop them, and it looked like they had on 2 occasions. Penalties kept the drive alive, and so here they go on first and goal.
Nice.
Big
no, dadgummit. I thought we had him stopped, but.
And my camera work prevented you from seeing most of it. It was a handoff. They hit the hole. He goes to the right.
There was a huge hole, but Wolf closed in, but is unable to make the tackle, and so
closed the hole, couldn't wrap him up. And really, that's been kind of the key, hasn't it?
Yep.
The Rough Riders have not been out-coached, they have been where they're supposed to be most of the night on defense. And on offense, too. It's just on defense, a lot of times they haven't been able to close the deal. Well, there you go. The 59th point has been kicked through. It is 59-21 with a $1.27 in a most bizarre third quarter. It's come back to the twilight zone after this.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with the primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading deep East Texas care provider recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith, focused on family.
Sandy Cox is a good State Farm agent. Just ask Drake. He knows. State Farm agents in general are pretty cool, but Sandy Cox has the answers to your questions. Like, what's best for me, for my kids, for my business, for my farm? For all of us in Shelby County, those questions can be answered at Sandy Cox State Farm.
Everybody, welcome back to another Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. Riders trail 59-21. See if we can get another score here.
Why not?
Yep. Or 3.
There's the kick.
It's a pop-up. We call it a fair catch. We're going to get the ball about the 31-yard line.
Yeah, that is real good field position for the Rough Riders this game. It's just been hard to come by tonight. Field position and scores. 21 points against this team is not bad. And if we have a quarter and a minute 27 seconds in the third quarter, I could easily see us getting into the 30s. But will we be able to stop them from getting to the 60s? They already have 59. That's the question. A minute 27 seconds from seeing what the other scores are in the district and county from the Bowles Feed Blimp. And so, here we go. Man in motion, 2 wide right, 1 left. And the handoff is to Bluford, and he has a hole. He gets the first down. He breaks a tackle. He's still going. He's over to midfield. What a good, solid run by Johnny Bluford.
It looks like we may get 15 tacked onto it with a face mask on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, everybody, I think, in the room's thinking, they're going to pass now. And the offensive line opened the hole. Bluford found it. Bam. And then hard running at the end. And to tackle him, they may have had to grab his helmet. We'll see. I hope so.
It almost certainly is.
I've had trouble finding the guy in the white hat, though. Is he hiding his hat?
He's on the 50-yard line.
Oh. Yeah, so that's what it was. And they're going to start marking it off. They'll start marking it off at the 46 or 7. And he will keep walking all the way down to the 31. So if you're the Rough Riders, that helps. That's a big old play. 25 on the run and another 15 on the penalty. Take that any day. So there's the snap. The handoff again. They hit him in the backfield this time.
They wrapped that one up.
Yeah,
no gain on that play.
Had that one prepared. Maybe it's not second down, Sheriff. Maybe it's just the second play that we have trouble with. Second down and 11 will be the down and distance as we are down to 40 seconds. There'll at least be one more play in this quarter. And they line up here at the 33-yard line. In the shotgun, Bellin calling for the ball. Hands it off right up the middle. And look at him go. He's a hard runner, Mr. Shires.
He is.
As he gets down to the 21-yard line, that's going to be real close to a first down. It'll be 3rd down and 1 when we come back at the third quarter. Hey, play that liner. You got that liner?
I do have the liner.
Just let everybody know what we're doing today.
You're watching the Center Rough Riders versus the Carthage Bulldogs. It's the rivalry game. Live from Carthage Bulldog Stadium here on NetSN.
Hey, let's go up to the Bowles Feed Blimp. Hello, Captain Porterfield. How are you?
Hello, guys. We're doing pretty well up here. Nice and cool, beautiful night. Let's go over some scores here.
Good.
We got a shootout going in Garrison. Shelbyville 35, Garrison 42.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah, Joaquin 41, San Augustine 13.
Huh. That's
that
a surprise.
One's kind of a surprise, yeah.
It is.
We have a final, Tenaha 26, Alto 28. Real close.
So close.
Yeah. Timpson 35, Hemp Hill 22.
Oh.
And the two games from Centers District, Brownsboro, 27, Athens 38. Bullard, our next opponent, Bullard 28, Rusk 19.
Huh.
And tell me the Shelbyville Garrison score again.
Garrison's up by
Shelbyville
touchdown.
35, Garrison 42. It's been back and forth.
Awesome. Well, a good game there on the other NetSN station. Thank you very much, Lee.
Yeah, you're welcome. That's the Batters Law Firm scoreboard. Oh, I'm hearing from Pilot Clint, Shelbyville just scored.
Oh,
so,
wow.
man, it is a shootout. They are slugging it out.
An extra point away from extra innings. All right, well, that's cool. Thank you, Lee.
Go. Yeah, got it. Thanks. Bye.
Meanwhile, back here, the Rough Riders run right up the middle, and they get plenty for the first down into the red zone. Finally, Carthage pushes them back. They'll mark it at the 14, and that's going to be another Ray Jones first down. You know, if we get this touchdown and extra point, we will have cut their lead in half, almost. And I don't even say that to make fun of it. It's just when you're down this far, it would be real easy just to phone in the rest of the half, and they haven't done that. They're playing hard, and that's that whole idea that he says about trusting the process.
Yeah,
that's what that would be, is doing some serious trusting of process. So here we go on the first down play. I missed it, Shires. What happened?
It was a play action pass, and we trying to throw a deep slant, and there was some mix up. The receiver stopped the pattern.
I see. Okay, I was I looked away.
Or should I say a skinny post. All right, they're going to try to go up in the middle, and this time it stopped.
Yeah, that handoff didn't work. So they already have the third down marker up.
It's third and 10.
Down now. And, yeah, it's 3rd and 9. The ball's on the 14, got to get to the 5. So you figure that given where we are, this is going to be the sort of play that they'll go 4 downs, but you sure want to gain something here. And you really want this to be
got our freshman running back in.
Here we go. There's the pass. Knocked down.
Yeah, he never gets it off. So maybe we kick the field goal.
Yeah, so if he snaps it on the 20, it'll be a 37-yard field goal. And so, yeah, let's try to get some points. And they bring in the field goal unit. You know, our kicker has hit a game winner from about this distance, and that was one of the most exciting special teams plays of the year. But we just had Carthage kick a 48-yarder, which pretty awesome. There's the kick, and it is no good. On a night when very little has worked as planned. At 9:54 to go in the game, the Rough Riders get to the red zone and don't get points. And
well, if we're going to miss one, that's a good one to miss.
That's a good point. But this is what Coach said about trusting the process. And late in the game, when you're down this far, that's all you got.
You know, tonight's a big test to our pillar, trusting the process, play the next play. Great things are going to happen for us tonight. Some not so good things are going to happen. We've got to move on past that and play the next play and make them play 4 quarters tonight.
Which, that's all you can do. And we'll see if the defense is up to the task. Some of the second team in the game now, they hand the ball right up the middle. That's to number 19. We've been seeing number 22 run that play. Now this time it's number 19. I'm trying to find his name. That is Caden Graves. He is a sophomore. And that's the great thing about, one of the many great things about this program, Mr. Shires, is you get a lead often enough to where your freshmen and sophomores, they don't have to play, but they get a chance to.
Yep.
They get meaningful snaps.
Or your juniors that will be your seniors next year who will step in.
And there is another handoff. The Rough Riders have it stuffed.
Oh, a helmet comes off.
Really good defense by the Rough Riders. And back them up to face a 3rd down and 6. They got to get to the 30. To get the first down. And it's possible that even though it's not the first team of red jerseys, would be the Carthage's first punt if we can hold them away from the 30-yard line. And there's
timeout called
by Carthage. Well, that gives us a chance to take a timeout as well. We will be right back here at Carthage.
You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trips. Fun things to wear when you go outside. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the housewarming in the fall, to your Christmas shopping and clothes for all year long, it's Ace Hardware, the helpful place of East Texas.
Rough Rider Oil and Lube brings you all the Rough Rider games all season long. They also bring you the score on their what do you call that? The sign?
Marquee.
Marquee. This might not be one to put up that you're really excited about, but here is an option. You can say Go Center Tennis because they're the bi-district champions. They won that on Tuesday. Then on Thursday they won the area match 10-8 and 10-9. They will play Monday afternoon for the regional quarterfinals, And that is something to be proud of as they play China Spring in Madisonville. All right, so here on third down, they go back and they complete the little out pattern to number 18. And yet again, they complete the first down against the very best efforts. Bryson Price, sophomore, goes out and makes that good play. So another first down, ball on the 34. Most of the center defensive starters are in the game. And I don't know about the offensive line, how many of them they sit. In the pros, they bring out the backup skill players, and then they keep the linemen in. Not sure if that's what Carthage is doing or not, but it's still first down from the 34. They hand off right up the middle, and it could go for a score. They bring him down a touchdown-saving tackle, but boy, that offensive line did forevermore have that one taken care of, and you didn't get to see it. I had the wrong camera. So sorry, but it was what you did see at the line of scrimmage was the play. And then what happened afterwards was a touchdown-saving tackle. I think that was Timothy Johnson again. It was either him or the safety just behind him.
They're able to run it effectively. Again, like Gregory says, that's inside the tackles, the B gaps between the guard and the tackle.
Yeah, it's where they made their
That's
money.
Where they're coming again.
Another one. Caught from behind this time. And gain of about 2 yards. That looked like a Cody Atkinson play. I don't know if it was him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah. Got there and got him brought down. Now the running no longer being done by Benny Smith, but instead by Caden Graves for the most part. And have you seen the quarterback? Is that number 11 now? Cade Ross. I believe he's calling the signals now.
I believe he is.
6:28 to go. And here's the second down snap. Quick pass and caught at the 40. He breaks a tackle, and it's good for a first down. I didn't think he was going to be able to stretch far enough to make that play, but he absolutely did. Good play. Another Bulldog first down. This time, it's Shires just talk about trusting the process. This is being done by the backup players, and it's been a good-looking drive with some good defense, some good plays by the Rough Riders, but then just what the doctor ordered from the second-string quarterback.
Riders are unable to string 3 or 4 good defensive plays in a row.
Yeah, that's what's needed. There's the handoff. Good tackle. The linebacker, right-hand linebacker, went low, upended the runner, but after he'd gotten 5-6 yards down to the 25-yard line, second down and 4.
They are just killing us on that. It's not in the A gap, but it's between the guard and tackle, and they are just. It's not off tackle, but they are just blasting huge holes.
After the game, you need to stick around for the Aurora Concepts postgame show. We'll select did we just select the Dairy Queen play of the first half?
No, we didn't. We did not
so
do
we'll
that.
have to do that here. After this play, we'll talk about it. The handoff, and boy, they got him in the backfield that time. Well done. Yeah, got in the backfield and disrupted that one from the get-go. It's a loss of 1, third down and 5. Good, solid defense that time by the unit. In the Aurora Concepts post-game show, I don't think we're going to talk to our Center Motor Company player of the game, although we will choose one and let him know he was so honored. We'll also honor the lineman of the game as well, because we're going to have pancakes with him tomorrow. Good run stop, bringing up fourth down. Didn't get but about a yard. It'll be fourth down and 4. Yeah, Diamond Bees, the pancake blocker of the Friday night, is going to have free pancakes at Diamond Bees. We're going to enjoy breakfast with them tomorrow. So we'll take care of all that business. we will talk to our cheerleader of the night, Melody Kahn, but I'm looking forward to talking to Coach. I want to know what happened at the end of the half and the end of the third quarter. We'll just get a news report from the guy who knows. 4th down and 4. Surprise, they're going for it.
For a pitch.
Out to the left. The Rough Riders have to keep him from the 20. I think they did.
Yep. See where we mark it. They're going to mark it clearly short of the 20.
All right. So it looks like for the first time tonight.
I don't know where they had to go.
I think they had to get at least to the 20.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, they didn't get it.
All right. So, yay, the Rough Riders did make a stop, let it be known, at the 3:59 mark, and the offense will come back in. I don't know, Shire. 59-21 feels like a pretty good whooping. 59-28 doesn't feel much different, does it?
No.
But let's see. 60-20 is 40 points. So right now, the Riders are 3 points ahead of the line. It was a 41-point prediction. So, a touchdown would at least get us away from that 41-point thing. We'll see if the offense has that kind of energy left after a difficult night. They came close to scoring the last time, but Carthage held the Rough Riders out on 4th down in the red zone. So here's the snap and the handoff right up the middle. And it's about a 5-yard gain. Another 5-yard gain or 4-yard gain on 1st down, Mr. Shires.
We've done really good on 1st down.
Yeah.
All night.
All night long.
I think our player of the game has to be Timothy Johnson.
And there we go on 2nd down again, getting about 2, which will bring up 3rd down and really more than you want. 3rd down and a long 4.
I think Johnson with the big either he or Bluford.
Yeah, either one of those guys would be worthy nominees. That's how far the Rough Riders need to get. Not all that, not in that big a hurry, but would love to see him matriculate. He's looking to pass. He's going deep to Johnson, and he just throws it too far for Johnson. So he was open. I mean, he was by his man again, Mr. Shires. He's been the deep play has been there all night. And for what it's worth, I think they've sacked Bellin once.
Once or twice. I mean,
but
affected him a couple other times, but yeah.
So it looks like that's the surrender flag there as we on 4th down and 2:44 to go, trailing by 39. Rough Riders are going to punt. And their center's going to call timeout. That's a bit of a surprise. But anyway, for the post-game show, I had just accidentally called Nathan Reimer. If he had answered the phone, he would have been on the air. That would.
Wish we get him on the air.
I wish he'd answered. It was a press box butt dial. But well, anyway, post game show from Aurora Concepts. The big story is going to be the interview with Coach, and to kind of clarify for our fans that are not here what went on.
And for us.
This is interesting. As we have the punt.
It's going to be short. So
Short punt, but I don't think anyone was there to particularly run it back. It's going to go to the 50. Their returners were up really close as if they were, protecting against a fake. So just across midfield is where Carthage will begin. I was about to say, here's who's left in the center stands. Those four, the those four sections were completely full. But, it's hard to stick around when. And then if you look at the Carthage stands, they all kind of left too late third quarter when whatever that went down. So the first down rush, they cross midfield, but the Rough Riders are going to be able to close that down.
Yeah, I think it was Wolf that came in and made that stop.
The Rough Rider starters still playing defense. And it's been one of those days where Center didn't do particularly anything wrong. It's just a much better team was on the field with them, sharing the 100 yards.
Yep.
2 minutes to go and counting. Second down and 8. And handoff right up the middle, and he just breaks it and breaks tackles. And it doesn't matter if it's the first unit or the second unit, they break tackles. That's going to be a run of almost 30 yards, and almost 20 of them were after contact. First down on the 25-yard line, $1:35. And if things go as I expect them to, this will be the last play I'll call. Right. And I'm going to take my telephone. My microphone.
At this point, they could take a knee probably. And that's what
they
they're
do.
Gonna do.
So that's going to probably do it. 59-21, likely the final score. And not what we were hoping for, Mr. Shire, but kind of what maybe we, in our hearts, thought might be coming. A very, very good team in red over there. All right. I'll see you in the postgame show.
All right. Here we go. They're going to have to take a knee probably 2 more plays. And we'll begin, as soon as that episode, we'll begin our Aurora Concepts postgame show here. And that will do it, folks. That's going to be the ball game. The Rough Riders are going to take their first loss of the year, falling to Carthage 59-21. Thanks to everybody that's tuned in. We will have an interesting post-game show to find out a couple things, see how Coach is doing. And there's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that will do it. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, it'll be the Aurora Concepts post-game show live here on NetSN.
Happy Tales Adoption Center is now the animal shelter of Shelby County, and their promise and mission is to improve and protect the lives of animals in our community and to alleviate their suffering and abuse. Every week during the ball game, you'll have a Happy Tales Adoption Center Minute, where we will feature a couple of the wonderful animals up for adoption at Happy Tales Adoption Center. Also remind everyone how you can donate and become a foster or even volunteer if you have the opportunity. It's Happy Tales Adoption Center, the animal shelter of Shelby County, just east of Center. My name is Sparkles. I'm 2 years old and weigh 27 pounds. I'm a Catahoula mix and a little on the small side. I love playing, especially with kids. My name is Izzy. I'm 3 years old and I was what they called a city dog. But after 5 weeks, I have all my hair back, I'm super healthy, and I love people. These dogs, plus many other animals, are available for adoption at Happy Tales Adoption Center, the animal shelter of Shelby County.
Wiggins Farms. You know, they call them the watermelon family. But the product from their farm, when the melon's just a baby, all the way through to the harvest, to your table. It's the juiciest, best melons available. Wiggins Farms, hat not included.
Batters Law Firm is proud to be a third-generation law firm serving the injured people of East Texas since 1964. Batters has settled thousands of cases and paid out over $25 million to clients from settlements in the past 2 years. Visit one of their locations for your free, no-appointment consultation and let the Batters team implement their proven approach that incorporates treatment and recovery while maximizing settlements and payouts. Batters Law Firm, serving you in Nacogdoches, Lufkin Center, and Houston. Remember, when it matters, call Batters. 833-BATTERS. 833-BADDERS.
Hello there, Rider fan. We hope you enjoyed tonight's game. But now the game is behind us, and it's time to see what went on out there. It's time for the Aurora Concepts Postgame Show. Aurora Concepts is your home for fine primary care, for the best in testing and vaccination. Stay well with Aurora Concepts. Let them take care of you. And let us take care of you now during the Aurora Concepts Postgame Show. Let's go now to your host, Stephen Shires.
All right, folks, so we hear Chris Walton down on the sideline as the Aurora Concepts postgame show, and we're going to start with what we just saw as Wyndham Family Dental, something to smile about. And Wallington, I'm going to be sad and disappointed about this loss till about 2:30 tomorrow. That's when we're going to give the Oklahoma Sooners what they deserve, which is a huge butt kicking, and that is for the Longhorns. And then I will feel much better than what I feel right now.
Will you smile about it?
I will smile a big. About 6 o'clock tomorrow, I'm going to smile. I've sent Sark. I've sent Sark all my savings and told him to please don't call off the dogs in the second half.
I want to smile about the standing ovation that the Carthage folks gave the Center Rough Rider Band, all 200 of them, as they just blew everybody's hair back with their sound.
Yeah.
8 days away from contest, it looks like they are about on schedule. It was a good look.
Good deal.
And then that means it's time also for our Dairy Queen play of the game. What would it be? One of the receptions that Tim had, or the touchdown run, our first touchdown run in the first quarter, where Bluford just broke tackles and made it happen.
All right, I'm going to go with Bluford's touchdown run.
That's the Dairy Queen play of the game. We'll hear from some sponsors, and we'll come back on the field with Coach and with our cheerleader of the night.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those American cheeseburgers.
I'm a vegetarian.
Cheeseburger.
That's what I need.
Ice cream. Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they could all get something good. Dairy Queen.
Nobody wants to be sick, but at least at Aurora Concepts, being sick is easy. From their spacious waiting room to their experienced and friendly staff, they care about you, they listen to you, they're here for you. From start to finish, that's the experience at Aurora.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Aurora Concepts post-game show. We're about to find out with Chris Wallington with Coach. We find him down there. There you are.
Principal or superintendent just said it was a bottom.
Okay, so Chris Wallington, take it away.
All right, thanks. Coach, okay, the score is what it is. Carthage is what it is. But what an odd game. At the end of the first half, we have the ball with, 22 seconds left. And I had no idea what was going on. Somehow or another, they got the ball back and were able to set up an amazing 48-yard field goal. Talk me through that.
So when we came off the sideline, apparently the official asked TJ if we were going to take a knee. And we had talked about it, but we were going to wait to see the defense that they came out. And so as he's walking out, he said most likely or something. But they didn't line up in a prevent defense. They came out in a normal defense. So then we were going to take a chance with Tim. And as soon as the ball was snapped, he blew the whistle. But that's not how that is supposed to happen. And then even after that, okay, you want to blow the play dead. The clock should have still been running.
Yeah, exactly.
And so whether we ran a play or not, took a knee, the clock should have ran out at that point. They stop it, allowed them to use their 2 timeouts. So at that point, based off a mistake that they made, now Carthage has a chance to get the ball back.
And Carthage got a free timeout.
So, that's what happened there. Should have never happened. Whether we ran a play or not, the clock should have been running, and we should have went out whether we took a knee or not. So.
And then in the late third quarter, I'm gathering something over to your right happened in the audience. They thought it was maybe dangerous. It turns out it wasn't dangerous. But before you found out it was not dangerous, were they about to call the game?
Apparently, something happened outside the stadium. Police got involved. They were fixing to call the game. We were fixing to be done. An administrator from Carthage came out on the field and said it was not what everybody thought it was. And so me and Coach Surratt agreed.
Because the two of you, the two coaches never meet on the field before the game's over, but you did.
Yeah, we wanted to keep playing. Administrator said it was fine, so we went ahead and finished the game. But something happened outside the stadium that they thought would affect, but we were told that it wasn't. So we went ahead and finished.
Miscommunication and all that. Well, wow. And crazy. And so now Bullard is in your Carthage rearview mirror. Bullard's in the windshield.
Yeah, it is. And, at the end of the day, this is a game. This is not going to define anything that we do moving forward. What will define us moving forward is how we respond to this adversity. So do we show up tomorrow in the right mindset, Monday in the right mindset, ready to prepare for Bullard and move forward? Or do we, hang around in our hurt feelings a little bit and feel sorry for ourselves? So I feel like I know how our kids are going to respond, and but that's what will define everything that happens moving forward. And thought we did some good things tonight. I thought we did some things that we haven't done all year that were uncharacteristic of our current team. And so we got some things that we definitely be able to work on, and we'll move forward and get ready for Bullard, who I assume beat Russ tonight.
It was the third quarter. It was about a 10-point game. I mean, Bullard was leading, and same way with Athens and Brownsboro.
Brownsboro was keeping it close
by less than 2 scores.
Okay, so we've got to, just like we always do, we got to worry about us and take care of the things that we need to correct, and then we'll be okay.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
And because it was a weird game, the
hey,
players,
Chris,
for the most part,
Chris
left quickly or went with coaches. Cheerleaders were gone. And so anybody else we were going to visit with, that ship has already sailed, Mr. Shad. So that'll do it from down here.
All right. That sounds fine. We'll come out. We'll hear from JBA Financial and Center Mo Company, which brings us our coach talk and our player of the game. And we'll come back. We'll get ready to close the show out here live on NetSN.
JBA Financial Services brings you Coach Talk, and there's a reason for that. John Black knows that when you're preparing for an important game, you need a plan, and they'd like to be a part of the details, the X's and O's of that plan. He's put together a good team, a coaching staff that would help you and your family get where they want to go. At JBA Financial Services, they're working to secure your family's future. Center Motor Company. From whatever angle you look at it, you see Ford. Ford trucks, SUVs like the Bronco, and iconic cars like the Mustang. A legacy managed by Kevin Jones and created by Ray Jones. Center Motor Company on Hurst Street in Center.
All right, folks, welcome back. It's the Aurora Concepts post-game show live here from Carthage, Texas. Riders are defeated by the score of 59-21. Did have some good running and coming off that right side, running in behind number 79, sophomore Ja'Cory Smith. Ja'Cory is going to be the offensive lineman, the first the inaugural offensive lineman who's going to receive a pancake breakfast at Diamond Beast tomorrow at 9 a.m. And so that's our plan. We're going to talk to Coach and make sure that works for him and for the player. But he's going to be our first person. We'll hear from Diamond B. When we come back, we'll close the show out.
One of my favorite memories is waking up on Sunday morning at Grandma's house to the smell of breakfast. Now, Diamond B Cafe's not quite Grandma's house, but it's pretty darn close. Now, it may take an extra minute to get the food to the table, but quality takes time. Diamond B Cafe on the corner of Timpson and Tennahaw in Center. If you're in a hurry and need a quick pick-me-up, stop by Diamond B Coffee, 500 Hurst Street, serving specialty coffees, breakfast, lunch, and sweets.
All right, everybody, welcome back.
Time for the extra point segment. Counselor, your quick final thoughts.
And to quote Coach Belichick, it's on to Bullard.
It's on. He said that?
He said it's on to Cincinnati. Okay. What do you think, Coach, about how your defense played? It's on to Cincinnati. Well, what about Brady? He threw 4 interceptions. On to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. Well, for the Center Rough Riders, we're on to Bullard.
And that's my look ahead. We play Bullard. We will be picked to win most of the games left on the schedule until we find Athens, and we'll see. That's going to be a war. All of them could very well be a war. Got to play well.
Right.
Go in to visit the Panthers.
Because it means the difference between playing probably Van, which is no cakewalk.
No, that's what the second place team will probably do.
Or having to play the loser of Gilmer and Pleasant Grove,
which is not easy either. So
no.
There you go. That does it for the Aurora Concepts postgame show. We'd like to thank our pregame and halftime guests, Coach Meeks, Jacaden Rogers, Brandon Barnes, cheerleader Melody Kahn, and our 3 drum majors. We also congratulate our Center Motor Company player of the game. That was
I think it was
Timothy Johnson, and our lineman of the game,
number 79. Ja'Cory Smith.
We'll be having pancakes with him at Diamond B's tomorrow. Tonight, our final score is Center 21, Carthage 59. The Riders are 5-1 on the year and 0-1 in districts. We moved to week 7 in Bullard. Remember, Monday night, everybody, join Stephen and Chris and Larry Pierce live at the Pizzeria for the Rick Meeks Show, brought to you by Sabine State Bank at 7:30. And an hour before, catch Larry Pierce for his Piney Woods Coaches Show from the Pizzeria. And, Counselor, that should about wrap it up.
Indeed it is, Mr. Wallington. And stick around, everyone. Right after we sign off, we'll go back to the Captain Porterfield for the final Batters Law Firm scoreboard of the evening. And now for the Colonel Matt Gregory for both Porterfields and the Bowles Feed Blimp. For Rob Payne, who is with us at home games, and for Chris Wallington, this is the Counselor Stephen Shire saying bye for now.
We thank you for watching the Aurora Concepts postgame show. We have a big thanks to our postgame sponsors, Dairy Queen, Wyndham Family Dental, Wiggins Family Farms, Center Motor Company, JBA Financial, and Tammy Steptoe Realty. And of course, Aurora Concepts, who says, let us take care of you. Stay tuned for the Batters Law Firm final scoreboard live from the Bowles Feed Blimp. We'll see you next week. Until then, it's first down and 7 days to go.
Welcome to the Batters final scoreboard. In our county games tonight, Larry Pierce's game on NetSN, Shelbyville pulled off a 2-point conversion and wins 43 over Garrison 42. Wow. Also, Tennahaw 26, Alto 28, Timpson 35, Hemphill 22, Joaquin 47, and Augustine 13. And in District 8, Brownsboro 35, Athens 44. And your final in Bullard is 28, Rusk 19. Many thanks to the Batters Law Firm for our scoreboard updates tonight and throughout the season. Remember, if your case matters, it's got to be Batters. And special thanks to the Bowles Feed Blimp, which makes our aerial coverage possible. Bowles is your local source for any and everything you might need for your farm or ranch. or for your vegetable garden and flower beds. You can trust Ken and Cecilia for the products and advice you need. That wraps up week 6 for our pilot Clint. I'm Lee Porterfield. Good night, everybody.
The proceeding was a presentation of Watlington, Shires, and Pierce Productions. We hope you have an awesome and blessed night. God bless America, God bless our troops, and God bless each and every one of you.